Hey, what's up, people, and welcome to Newcastle Fans TV. My name is Steve, obviously from the United States of America. And today we're gonna be watching Newcastle United take on Rangers, as they like to say, Rangers, whatever. So, big up everyone. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We're only 200 away from 39,000 subs. So, please make sure to hit the subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, like, and share it around. But yeah, welcome everybody. We are playing Rangers at Ibrox or Ibrox, however the fuck you say it. And yeah, so we've got starting 11s to preview and all that, and obviously I'll be just chatting with you guys in the comments and watching the match. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button, guys. All that good stuff. What's up, Danny Teklu? What's good, bro? Mike Burkhardt, yo, are you going to Atlanta for the Chelsea match? Yes. Okay, so we're only 200 away from 40,000 subs. Thank you, Shrey. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. We've already got 86 people in the building. If you guys haven't subbed already, please hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. If we're only 200 away, because I know this video will get at least 10,000 views. So if you are watching, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and whatnot. I'm also going to bring in Andy in a minute. I just got to pull up the starting lineups. The starting 11 for both teams, just to chat about that. But yeah, how are you watching it? NUFC TV. It's only about £8, so not too bad. So that's how you can watch it. It's for charity too. I'll see you in Atlanta, my friend. Sounds good. That'll be fun. But yeah, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, people. But yeah. So here you go. Perfect. Okay. So I just gotta share the screen here. Andy, let me know when you're ready back there. 2 minutes?
Just wait till the missus come downstairs.
Oh, you're good. All right, cool. All right, so let's see here. I just got to share it with Twitter here. See you in Atlanta Nights. Anyways, people, so this is what Newcastle United have gone with for the starting 11. What's up, Andy?
Good, mate. I wasn't ready. All that isn't downstairs. If anybody has a kid, I'm sorry. It's just me little limbs in the living room.
You're good.
Hope everyone's good. Looking forward to seeing a competitive game and get some fitness for the players.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear an echo. There's an echo on your end.
Again.
Try doing the phone.
I'll get the other tablet, mate. Give us 5 minutes. I'll get the other tablet. It's this new thing I bought. Crap, obviously. See everybody in a bit.
Up the Macums. What the hell? All right. Fucking hell. Anyways, people, so let me pull up the starting 11 for Newcastle United. Obviously, your boy, Sandro Tonali, is starting for Newcastle United, along with Miggy Almiron, fucking Lewis Miley, Callum Wilson, Almiron, fucking Anderson, Sean Longstaff, Matty Target, Sven Botman, Fabian Scher, Kieran Trippier, and Loris Karius. And then the substitutes bench, we've got Darlow, Gillespie, Dummett, Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak, Javier Manquillo, Harrison Ashby, Dan Byrne, Bruno G, White, Turner Cook, Murphy, Parkinson, and Miley. So yeah, that's what we've got for the starting 11 whatnot. No Joe Ellington. They're on the bench. Or at least Bruno is. So wait, is Joe Ellington? Yeah, it looks like Joe Ellington might have been left out the squad, but I'm not sure. And obviously, saint-maximin is not in the squad. He'll probably get sold, to be honest. But yeah, this is what we've got for the starting 11. Again, people, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. We're only 200 away from 40,000 subs for Newcastle Fans TV. So please, 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 if you haven't already, make sure you hit the sub button. Make sure you hit the sub button. I don't want to keep pestering you guys about it, so just do it. Just do it. You know? What's up, Steve? Hey, what's up, 10? Nice to see you around, man. What's up, Steve? Very late here in the Philippines. We'll probably watch highlights when it's out, so it should be beating them quite comfortably. I don't know. We might. I'll get to my prediction in a minute, but it's a decent team we're playing. Obviously, Rangers, but I think Andy's back in. There you go.
Is that better?
Yes.
Cool. Fun fact for you, Steve. Can you remember a few weeks ago when we did a video and I changed my name on the screen to something else?
Yes.
Last time I used this, I nearly actually entered with the name Stephanie.
That's funny. That's funny. I can't lie. What do you think of the lineup in terms of you like how he's kind of what's it called? Do you like how Eddie Howe's kind of mixing things up a bit, throwing in some guys who usually don't get minutes?
I think his back four tells you that he's saying he's possibly looking at using Target or a more attacking left back a little bit more. We don't know. It's too early really to tell, but I mean, I'm glad to see Lewis get an opportunity because I do want him to either have an opportunity to get into the team or move on. It's such a shame that such a high promising player when we got him, his career's just really gone to the dogs, let's be honest. So it'd be nice to see him. Let's see a good performance from him and see if he has still got a future at Newcastle, because it'd be a shame if he hasn't, because there's clearly talent in him. So
right.
Anderson getting another start's nice next to Tonali. So yeah, looking forward to seeing him in a black and white shirt. Well, probably green shirt.
No, we're playing in black and white. So obviously it doesn't clash with the blue, but yeah, I'm excited. Obviously Alan Saint-Maximin is missing from the squad. I think someone asked me thoughts about it. For me, he hasn't produced as much as fun as he is to watch. I think it's best for his career and probably for us, just if things kind of move on. You know, sometimes it's not easy because me and you like ASM, but we also have legitimate we just have legitimate concerns
criticism. It's legitimate criticism, that's what it is, Steve. It's legitimate criticism. He doesn't get enough numbers, and unfortunately, if we're going to be in the Champions League and you're going to be dependent on, you need to produce numbers, not just entertainment. I mean, you can't fault him on an entertainment side. You know, if I take the little into a football match, I want someone on the pitch like ASM to entertain the Ben and get him interested in football, because he's able to do things that not very many players in the Premier League are able to do. But he's not able to do what a lot of players can do, and that's get into single figures or double figures of assists and goals a season. We've never seen that from him. So as much as I'd like to see him stay and fight for his place, I think it's probably best for him, as you've said. Yeah. Probably best for us at the moment with the financial fair play. We probably need the money to reinvest. So if he goes, he goes with blessing.
For me, it's an evolution of an era. Like Man City don't keep around guys because the fans love them. It is what it is, right? Claudio Bravo. If Man City fans really liked him, but guess what? He wasn't. They got in Ederson. It was far better. Same thing with the Liverpool goalkeeper. Alisson, not Ederson.
Look at Joe Hart at Man City when Pep Guardiola came in. He was England's number one.
Yeah, and he was at Man City for a few years, and I think won a few trophies with them. It's how things roll, man. So
just because you're not possibly Eddie Howe's cup of tea, we don't know. I mean, I can see Aaron's point there. ASM potentially talent-wise is better than Harvey Barnes, but Harvey Barnes' decision making is better.
Who's more productive?
Correct.
That's what it is for me. Again, it's look, and the other thing is too. It's like I could understand it if Newcastle fans like me, who have only been in the building for about 6-7 years, I've never seen Ginola, Shearer, Kabay.
Let's use Aaron's idea here. He's saying that ASM's a better player than Harvey Barnes. what were ASM stats the seasons when we just stayed up compared to Harvey Barnes' last season? Harvey Barnes got what? Double figures for goals and 2 assists. So you got 15 goals and assists in one season. Did ASM ever get 15 goals and assists when we were at the bottom of the league? I don't remember them getting that many.
Exactly.
So if we're going to compare them, we need to compare them in respect to where they were in the league.
I think here's a fair evaluation. I think saint-maximin is an extremely naturally gifted footballer, but he struggles to translate that into productivity. Whereas Harvey Barnes might not be as skilled, as quick, as tenacious, as whatever. He's more productive. He has less to work with in terms of talent, but he produces more. Whether that's a system thing, whether that's I don't know, but it is what
he's able to play to a system and make the right decisions at the right time, whether it be an assist or a goal, more often than what ASM is, and that's what Eddie's wanting.
Yeah, that's a good comment from Paul. ASM is a flair player, great to watch on his day. Absolutely, Barnes is a no nonsense guy and gets plenty of goals of assists. Would have liked to keep ASM and get Barnes. It all depends what we do. It all because to be honest, we're stacked on the wing.
Are we? Because I don't think
we have a lot of wingers.
We've got Joe Linton that can play on the left. We've got Miggy that can play on the left. Not ideally his best position. Gordon can play there. Isaac can play there, but I don't think you're going to have Isaac playing on the left as much this season. I think he's going to.
He did last year.
I know, I get that, but I think that he's seen how productive Wilson and Isaac are together. I think we're going to see them start a lot more, especially in the Champions League. I've seen one of my pals has put something on Twitter the other day as well, saying, if we get, he'd quite happily see ASM and Miggy go if we got Chaser and K2, Kiriskili or however you pronounce his name. That would be all great and good. But I mean, Chaser's got his injury issues. You let Miggy and ASM go. You haven't got much in backup. You've got Murphy, you've got Harvey Barnes, and you've got Anthony Gordon. That's quite a drop off, in my opinion. So
defo. Yeah, and thank you, by the way, to Tomasz Porszinski.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you're a fellow Pole like me, so big up to you, bro.
Get yourself in the Discord and the Twitter chats.
Yes, 100%. Now let's look at the Rangers lineup. I know obviously all about them. It's a team I kind of like. I don't really care if we win or lose tonight. It is what it is. It's a friendly, but
are we doing a quick score prediction before it kicks off?
Aye. We'll just go over the starting 11 real quick. So Alan McGregor. Yeah, obviously it's Alan McGregor's testimonial. Legend, legend of Scottish football. Very, very good goalkeeper. Ever since I watched him in 2016. He really was incredible. So shout out Alan McGregor. Tavernier, obviously former Mag. Very, very good right back. He'll give us some trouble down the right in terms of the deliveries from set pieces, crosses. He can score goals, penalties. He's a very good record.
Ryan Jack.
Yeah, Ryan Jack is decent. Lundstrom, Dowell. Cantwell has been very good for Rangers. I've seen him in a few games. I'm a fan of Cantwell. And in terms of
needed a team to settle into, doesn't he? That's what he needed.
Yeah. So that's what Rangers got going on. In terms of some of the guys from the bench that I do like Fashion Sakala. I do like Giannis Hadji. I think Hadji, he's been injured for a little bit, but I remember a few years ago, particularly in the Europa League, he was terrific for them. So I hope he can get back to his best. But yeah, decent team.
This team got 93 points last season in the Scottish League and still finished second. So the no mugs.
Absolutely, and Ibrox is not an easy place to go. In terms of predictions, what you got?
I'm going to go. You always tend, if the game's tight towards the end of the game, you're always willing to let the testimonial team win. However, if we're ahead,
really? That's a thing.
Oh yeah. In the past, yeah. In my opinion, I'm sure there's going to be loads of occasions where they're wrong.
You're not the only one. Paul said the same.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the same as Paul. Actually, I'm going to go for the same as Paul. I think we'll probably go 2-0 up, and then Rangers will have a bit, or vice versa. We've got a habit of going 2-0 down at the moment. So
if it was just a regular friendly, it would be. You wouldn't be saying that. Because it's.
I think it's when it's testimonial, you want to let that player have his his moment. If the game goes to the point where it's tight at the end, but if it's an agreement where they just play, because I don't see Eddie Howe saying no, we're going to go easy. He wants to get the players up to fitness. So, and Tonali's going to want to impress, and I mean, all these players are not going to be playing 80%. They're going to be trying. So, yeah. I'd like to see Rangers win it, but us play well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Might be something in his contract to let him be loaned out. Trust Newcastle and Eddie Howe. Yeah, exactly. If he goes out to Saudi and he wants to come, who knows? I'd rather take Sadio Mane. He plays striker and winger. He trashed the league back in Liverpool. It's not even, the thing is with Sadio Mane is I think that there's been a dip from him because at Bayern he was the past season he was, and I know that's an outlier in terms of his productivity. I do worry because injuries really hampered him last year at Bayern. It's not a move I'm opposed to necessarily, but I would be a bit skeptical. Not as much as skeptical in terms of like a Chiesa, where his injury record is concerning, but the age is the more of the thing with Mane. I would do it. But
yeah, I'd take him on, especially for the fee that's been mounted. I mean, he's probably one of the fittest players when he was in the Premier League, so I don't think his age is a massive concern. But if you do sign him, you're signing him for the short term. You're not signing him for the long term. You're signing him for the help in the Champions League with the experience that he's got. Yes. And also, I mean, buying the likes of Trippier, look at the knock-on impact it's had on, the rest of the squad. Players winning leagues, playing in the Champions League regularly, winning cups. He's won everything there is to win in the domestic game, more or less. So,
and with Senegal, I think he won with Senegal, he won the African Cup of Nations, and that's not an easy tournament to win.
And I guarantee he's probably one of them that in training he's top of the sprints charts, he's top of the fitnesses, and he's going to push everybody. So I the only thing I see is what you say is it could be a stop-start for him if he gets an injury, and that could disrupt the squad. But I think he's worth more than a risk, definitely.
Yeah. Tonali 20 bollocks. I went with 8. Thought Gordon would move to 11. I'm not really fussed about the what's it called? Numbers or anything, as long as they produce. But yeah, it is interesting. I probably would have thought Tonali would have gotten the number 8.
But are these the official numbers though for the start of the season?
I don't think so. Thank you, Andy, for the update. Andy H in the comments. Kickoff delayed for 5 minutes due to crowd congestion.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of traffic outside. I seen someone's post on Twitter saying there was quite a bit of traffic. So yeah.
That's what you get. That's what you get with Glasgow and London and all these major cities.
I was kind of hoping it was going to be delayed so the little and go to bed so I can sit and watch it while I'm on.
Yeah. It works out. But yeah, so I guess there's a little bit of a delay. In terms of what else can we talk about? Who do you think has the most to prove out of our starting 11? If you want me to pull it up again, I can do that. In terms of who do you think has the most to prove or the most to gain? I don't know.
I think Lewis for me. I mean Anderson's definitely out there to prove a point. He's one that's probably on the peripheral of pushing the likes of Longstaff, not the likes of Tonali or Joe Linton or Bruno, but definitely the likes of Longstaff and Miggy for starting positions. As it stands, obviously, we may make more signings. Eddie clearly trusts him. He played multiple positions against Gateshead and did okay. I mean, first off, no one did well. So I'm surprised to see Wilson start because normally in pre-season he started a little bit earlier because of his injury issues. He kind of starts to... For me, I think you can't push him as quick as you can the others in pre-season, otherwise he might come down with an injury. So I think you probably only get 45 minutes. Excuse me, guys. But Lewis, I think there has got a point in target as well. Karius even be with number 2. I mean, I know he's known for blunders and etc. etc.
I think he's found his level because I know this might be controversial, but I actually don't think the one time he was in goal for us for the Carabao Cup final, I don't think either of the goals were his fault. Like, I trust him as a backup. I really do.
I think if he was match fit, he would do better with his second goal. I don't think he could have done anything with the first one.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, the first goal was the header, right?
Yeah, the second one, he takes a slight deflection off the defender, and he's already dived. I think had he been playing more games, he probably waits, but we'll never know. I still think he's a good hand to have as a backup.
Yeah, yeah, and whether we like it or not, he is experienced in the bigger games. Yeah, he messed up in them, but it's still experienced regardless.
He's human at the end of the day. Let's be honest. We all make mistakes. Just unfortunately,
he was good, and the thing is, he had to be at least decent enough to the point to get up to, the final. So
he's been trusted to get Liverpool to the final, and one of the most competitive seasons in the Champions League. Let's not forget as well that year.
Yes, absolutely. Evening all, paid my £8 so I can watch the match. What's up, Jay in Atlanta? I'll be seeing you in what? I don't know, week and a half or something, probably less than that. That'll be fun. Kizzo Lab.
Someone made it at the start. Can we try and see if we can get to 40,000 today?
Yes, please, people. We have 125 people watching. I know not all of you are subscribed. Make sure to do so. Smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please do. So yeah.
What's the chat? What's the crack in the chats? What's everyone saying in the chat? I think we should go to the comments a little bit.
Yeah, Kizzo. Yeah. Oh yeah. So he must have just tuned in. In terms of saint-maximin, I think it's the best move for him. I think in terms of for him, I think he needs the move.
Yeah,
if he goes to Saudi Arabia, it's not like he's only 26.
Yeah,
26 years old. He'll make a shed load of money. His family will be set for life. So living in Saudi Arabia ain't exactly the worst predicament anyway. I mean, it's a beautiful country. So hey, and then he could come back to Europe. He can come back to Europe. I think he can go over to Saudi Arabia. He can go and tear up the league because I don't see why he couldn't, or be a good player, get some confidence there, and then come back.
From what I've seen on Twitter, it seems as if a lot of the local journalists are saying that he's got to make a decision in the next few days. My view on this is if he's not in the squad today, I think he's already made his decision. If he travelled with the squad today, I honestly think that's a message to say, look, I'm willing to stay. It's down to the club to decide whether I leave or not. I think the fact he's not there kind of tells you what's happening.
Right.
So for me, he is gone. He is leaving. I think so too. That's not me waving him off with any hate or anything like that. Thank you very much for dragging us out of the predicament that we were in under Bruce. Just a shame he never developed like we thought he would, and he goes with my best wishes if he does go. If he stays, I will be right behind him if he does stay. Still probably frustrated with him at times, but definitely. Nice. We all want him to stay. Let's be honest. I think 80% of fans understand why Eddie would probably want to sell him and get somebody else in. Yeah. However, I think for entertainment purposes,
it's to make Newcastle United a stronger outfit. We have just kicked off, by the way, at Ibrox again. Make sure you're smashing the likes and all that good stuff.
I'll give it 5, and then I'll try and go in there and see what the Ben's doing. I just don't want to ruin the feed with his screaming, mate.
Yeah, it sounds pretty quiet so far. So, wow.
You never say that Q word when you've got kids, mate.
Yeah, it's a curse. Yeah. I love the kit looks, by the way. I absolutely love the kit.
I did try and put me little memorabilias up there, but I've noticed that my big ears are in the way, so. I am looking to get a green screen, so.
Yeah.
Problem is, I've went and spent a fortune for it so it would be better sound and better video quality, and the thing's worse than this tablet, so never go to a shop not knowing what you're buying. That's a problem. Go with someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah. By the way, our away allocation is massive.
8,000 is really good. Really good. Hats off to Rangers for giving away that amount.
Aye. Defo. Wow. 8,000. That's crazy. How far is Newcastle from Glasgow? What, 2.5 hour drive?
Yeah, 2 hours, 20 minutes, 2 hours, 10 minutes. I've been to Glasgow a couple of times, but I've never ever been to the stadium.
Where would you rather go first? Celtic Park or Ibrox? No
preference, if I'm honest. Probably Rangers. I think we've just got a little bit more affiliation with Rangers, haven't we, with the Mike Ashley, Malarkey, and Connor, and, you know, Wayne Connor up there. But Gaza,
yes, Gaza.
Duncan Ferguson.
Yes, Duncan Ferguson. Yeah.
There's a few, but I've got no preference between Rangers and Celtic, really. I'll be honest. I know. I remember I had a neighbour who was Celtic a few years ago, and I always used to say I favoured Celtic because I mentioned Rangers to him. I feared for my safety. So you'll know what I mean if you ever meet a Celtic supporter and you mention Rangers, or vice versa. It's I just love the rivalry. It's like us and Sunderland. Maybe not quite.
It's this might be sacrilege to say this, but it's almost like another level.
Because
it's
when it comes to the hate, I've heard some stories of play. I was watching a football podcast not a while ago. I'm not mentioning the player because it was one of the Patreon ones, so obviously they don't want to go out. And a player was sitting in the traffic lights and was threatening to get his, in his car because he was playing for Rangers and there were Celtic fans next to them. They are serious. You've obviously got the other reasons why they hate each other so much.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in terms of it's deeper than
But it's a lot deeper. Whereas really we are just simply because football and the old shipyards. That's what it's all about. The old shipyards. The Mackhams used to make them, and we used to attack them, which is the Geordies. So
yeah, I'm on your side, Gary. I feel you. But
I don't think we'll ever hear a Rangers fan or a Celtic fan saying they don't mind the other one. Hey, for example, I'll say it to you, I'd quite happily have Sunderland in the Premier League so we can get 6 easy points and have Derby Day because I miss Derby Day so much.
Well, we're so much better than when they were beating us. We're so much better nowadays compared to back then.
We've got a chance of winning with one. We're not going to get 6 in a row defeats. It's the first thing you'll always hear when you speak to a Markham, 6 in a row. How did the championship go? I thought you were going to piss that league, lads, but
Yeah. So we are starting. It's so far for the start of the match. A lot of it has been in Rangers half. They've been passing it around with Sutar, Tavernier, and whatnot. We're putting high. It's a high press sort of thing. So good.
Where's Tunali playing? Does it look like he's an 8 or a 6 or?
Kind of all over, to be honest.
I think they're gonna. I honestly think Bruno and Joe Linton are just gonna take turns and sitting in that holding all the times.
Yeah, definitely. Go out here for goal kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna nip off, and I think by half time he should be asleep, and then I should be back on for you. All right.
Nice. Sounds good.
Please hit the like button for, and please let me get to 40,000. I know Lee would be absolutely ecstatic. I know he mentioned it earlier this morning on his members video. I think the hard work that the likes of him and Johnny put in, and even Steve coming on these live feeds. Please, and if you are watching, please hit the like button. Take care, everyone. I'll see you later.
See you later, Andy. See ya.
Yeah.
But yeah, corner in for Rangers. Headed out by Trippier. That's a good pass. Jamal Lewis. Oh my God! I just realized when I was doing the lineups, what's it called? When I was doing the lineups for Newcastle, I realized when I said Lewis, I said Lewis Miley. But I forgot Jamal Lewis played for us. If you're watching Jamal Lewis, which you're obviously not because you're playing a fucking game. So that's crazy. I literally forgot Jamal Lewis was playing for us. But yeah. That's cool. Anyways, here's Trippier going down the right now. Or wait, no, sorry. No, that is Trippier. Cuts back. Ryan Jack guarding him a bit. Tonali. Botman to the left. Finds Jamal Lewis. Anderson trying to make an overlap there. Longstaff. Looks like Elliott. Let's turn volume just a little bit. Alan McGregor claims it there. But yeah, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, people. Let me check for subs. What are we at for subs, people? I'm not trying to what's it called? I'm not trying to have what's it called? I'm trying to get. Oop, what the hell? Oh, come on. Jesus. I pressed a button on my phone and now all of a sudden it goes off my TV because I have it on my phone. Come on, man. But yeah. All right, come on. Come on. It was just working. It was just working. Hate when this shit happens, man. But yeah, make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Any other comments in here? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Talk to me. Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Give me your feelings. All that good stuff. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about the match so far. I have some technical difficulties, so I'll just babble on as I usually do. I don't know why it's doing this. Because it's AirPlay. Please just work, man. Come on. Nice. There we go. All right, I'm back. I got it back on. Anyways, the footy is cool. Hello. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Big up to you, my friend. Anyways, here's... Oh, bad turnover. Todd Cantwell, nice pass. Here is Sima. Sima, great strength, but Tonali hacks him off of it. Good work there from the Italian, just to muscle him off. Very good work there on Sima. Hey, he's a tough guy, Sima. Definitely. Where do I watch the game? Rangers TV or NUFC TV. It's like £8 or something. Goes to charity, too. Yes, Jamal Lewis is playing in a bit of an advanced role. He is. I like the goalkeeper shirt, by the way. I know it's basic. It's just a bright green, which is everyone's goalkeeper kit, but I just like that there's no other colors on it. Like, it's just lime green. I like it. Anyways, ball in. Jamal Lewis with a little burst of pace. Very nice. But it does go out. Dowell playing some good defense there. Kieran Dowell. Where did he used to play? Norwich, Everton, Derby County, Sheffield United, Norwich, Wigan. Okay. Yeah, I recognize him. Here's Miggy Almiron. How are we playing, Steve? We're doing all right. It's decent, man. It's decent. Go out for a goal kick for Alan McGregor to go for here. Eddie Howe and Tyndall talking with each other. McGregor plays it to Tavernier, former Magpie. Ben Davies now, formerly of Liverpool. Cantwell on the ball with a little bit of space. Off to the left. Borna Barisic, the Croatian. He's had a good career at Rangers, mind you. He's kicked out, though. Tonali. Here is Matt Target. Looks like Fabian Schär. It's a nice ball over the top. And that's a decent touch there. Tries to kick out to Lewis. Good defense, though. Dowell. Jamal Lewis now. Off to the left. He's done all right so far. I'm a Celtic Tune fan. Hey, Rangers, hope we hammer them. Yeah, fair enough, Bob. There's Target there. Good to see Target getting some game time. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, it's good. I completely agree. Completely agree, man. Yeah. Absolutely. It's gonna be a throne here for Rangers. Dowell. Headed out. Nothing really there. Some birds flying in the way of the camera for a moment. That's a good ball to find Kieran Trippier. Kieran. Oh, Tonali trying to make that advanced run in. Good work there from the Italian. Into the box. Here is Karius now on the ball. Sorry for your downfall in life, Bob. Obviously, Gary is a Rangers Newcastle fan, but Bob is a Celtic Newcastle fan. So fair enough. At least you guys like this is the time to give fringe players a few games. That's a decent ball in. Oh, good defending though from Rangers. Good to see Karius play too. Yeah, exactly. That's good work there from Sema in the defensive aspect. I do like Sema. Cher getting very advanced. Here's Miggy Almeida on top of the box. Getting chased down there by Cantwell. Rangers overall putting in some good work defensively. Gets kicked out to the right, Kieran Trippier. But again, Ben Davies clears it out temporarily, but that's not enough yet. Longstaff. Cantwell absolutely dribbling around. Very, very nice work there. Good playing out from the back from Rangers to get out of that situation. And good header there from Cher on Sema. Lundstrom trying to occupy. Yeah, Karius is okay. Do you like Isak? Of course I like Isak. Who doesn't love Alexander Isak, bro? He could be something real special for us, I tell you. That's a beautiful ball. Botman over to the right to Kieran Trippier. That's a busting ball into the box. Lung-busting run into the box. Who says Tonali don't want to be here, man? There is Tonali. Is a good work here. What a goal, Miggy Almiron! It's 1-0 Newcastle. Nice goal. Very nice goal. A great finish with the left. Very nice. And Tonali, great assist to Miggy Almiron. It's 1-0 Newcastle. That's what's up. Yo, that's nice. Sorry. Yeah, Trippier over to Miggy Almiron. Good work. Good work. Miggy Almiron 1-0 Newcastle. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, it's the through ball from Tonali. Yes. Anderson assist. Sorry. Yeah. It's been a while. I'm a bit rusty. Yes, good finish. Absolutely. I love those kind of finishes where you're running, and you don't need to have your foot on the ball, and you just. I love those finishes. Love it. Feels good scoring them too. So yeah, it is 1-0 Newcastle United. Very nice work there from Tonali and what's it called? From Tonali and obviously Anderson to play the assist. But yeah, that through ball from Tonali was terrific. God damn. Yeah, that was a great through ball, Tonali. It was a ball from Tonali that yes. Yeah. Hey, that's exactly what a Tonali can do, man. In terms of going forward, and there's some good play in Newcastle here. Good defense, though, to be fair, from Sutar. Now here's Lundstrom. Kick back to Tavernier. Sutar. Tavernier tries to get that ball over the top. Sema, who's been a physical problem to deal with. Good player, man. Good player. Go Newcastle. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, composed. Exactly. The composure of it. The Almiron of old from 2 years ago or something like that. He Almiron of 2 years ago probably fucked that up. But yeah, it was good, man. What do you think of Tonali? I think Tonali is fucking immense, man. I think it's absolutely immense. Yeah, very nice. I just saw a replay of it. One of my Milan buddies are watching it. Oh, fuck's sake. Come on. Oh my god, now I have to redo this whole thing. See, this is why I don't like watching on my phone. Fuck's sake. Come on. What? I already did log in. Come on, man. Anyways, make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Got 50 people in the house. 50 people in the building. Make sure you hit the like and whatnot. Oh my god. Who's your all-time favorite player? It's giving me deja vu of what we first saw from Bruno. Yeah. Jesus. NUFC TV. Who's your all-time favorite player? That's such a hard question. Wow. What a question. I have to think about that. I gotta think about that, man. That's I have no idea. Probably Ciro Immobile. That would be my favorite. Or Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. That would probably be my all-time favorite. Either one of them two. Absolutely love them. Or Clint Dempsey. Love me some Clint Dempsey. Sorry, people. I gotta just log back into NUFC TV. So I thought with the bus. Didn't Tavernier play for us? Yes, he did. I don't think for very long, but I think in the championship. But yeah, man. But yeah, I think he might have like 2 or 3 appearances. I don't think it's anything crazy. But yeah. All right, let's see if this wants to cooperate with me. There we go. All right, we're back on. To be honest, I haven't noticed much of Callum Wilson. I must admit. Probably Lundstrom also probably falls into that category, but it's a friendly. I don't care, really. Here's Borna Barisic. Ben Davies. Sutar. Wild Dead Wolf, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Target, I'll just play that back to Loris Karius. Tavernier. Or sorry, Trippier. Bring on new season. Can't wait. Top 4. Yeah. Oh, Wild Dead Wolf. You're a Liverpool fan, right? If I'm not mistaken. By the way, we are 20. Who's your favorite player at Newcastle? Ooh, that's another tough one. That's a tough one. Fabian Schär has always been mine. I've always loved Fabian Schär, to be honest. But there are a few candidates. Tonali getting stuck in there. Attaboy. He is. He really is. Great character, honestly. Yeah, decent debut so far from the Italian. Yeah, Dowell and Tonali getting a bit combative there for the ball there. Bro, yes, we are screwed. Love your channel. It's a great hit. Smash those likes. Hey, thank you, Wild Dead Wolf. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Mine is Isak. Yes, that's a great pick. Bruno, Nick Pope, Callum Wilson, Trippier, Almiron. So many great characters on this team. So many great characters. Obviously, Joe Ellington. Yeah. No, so we got a really likable team. And again, a quality team too. I miss watching these guys. You know, it's been like 2 months or something. So good to have Newcastle back. And I'll be seeing. You know what the crazy thing is? The next game that I see Newcastle United play, I'm gonna see in the fucking flesh. That is incredible. And that's a good ball. Almiron trying to chase it. I believe he might have enough to just keep it in. Almiron haters, I always said he would do well. He's always had that. He's always He's always had that in him. It was always just the final product sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was always that. But yeah, I know what you're saying, man. I know what you're saying. How we doing with subs, people? How we doing with subs? Last time I checked, we were at wait, hold on. Henry or Van Nistelrooy? Jesus. Tavernier saw Miggy's wide ass smile and shot himself violently. Thierry Henry or Van Nistelrooy? Probably Henry. Keep in mind, I've only seen highlights of the guys because I was not old enough. Ronaldo, me. Yeah, big up, chat. Get yourself involved. Absolutely. Yeah, talk to me, people. Talk to me. And what are we at for subs? We got 47 people watching right now. Appreciate that. Yeah, what are we at for subs, people? What are we at for subs? Actually, I can just check on the thingy. I can check on the thingy here. 39,000. Oh, wow. We've gotten 54 today. Nice. Hey, if you haven't, please keep subbing. We're only, what? 46 off of Ooh, Tonali. That's a decent ball. And it was chased down by Callum Wilson. I'd rather take Messi, as you don't have to necessarily build a team around him compared to Ronaldo. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Hopefully we can get a second goal. Come on now. Away the lads. I think with Ronaldo, though, the thing is that I've always loved is that he was able to adapt. And not saying that Messi hasn't. I always just found it impressive because obviously the Manchester United version of Cristiano Ronaldo is a completely different version to the Juventus version of Cristiano Ronaldo, or even the Real Madrid one. You know, you got a new sub. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we're at 39,854, so that's decent. Another nice ball over to Kieran Trippier, Almiron, Trippier. Hey, Steve, do you think you can also show who scored for Newcastle and at what minute are possible? Of course. Yes, let me do that real quick for you, my guy. First half. So it was Miggy Almiron in the... I'll figure out what minute it was. Miggy Almiron. Assist, Elliot Anderson. There you go. There you go. What do you think of Garan Cool? I was disappointed that he did not get enough minutes at Hearts, but hopefully this next loan spot will be a little bit more successful. But hey, it happens. Big up, bro. Channel doing well. Great job. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it, Wild Dead Wolf. I love getting all the the nice comments. It's very humbling. So thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Hey, Sid, do you think you got such? Oh yeah. I just did that. So yeah, if you go down there, it'll obviously show Newcastle United 1, Rangers 0. Miggy Almiron a goal in the 17th minute. Elliot Anderson with the assist. So there you go. Yeah, 39,854. So, anyways. Oh, that's a really good ball. Rangers might be in here. Lammers with a good turn, and it's a save by Karius. Pretty simple in the end, but Lammers, to be fair to him, he received the ball in a good position, made a nice little turn. He probably should have gotten a little bit more power behind it, but that was a nice little move there. And I think it was Cantwell. It was either Cantwell or Dowell. One of them two lads got the through ball. It was a good ball, and it broke our defense a little bit. But now going to the other side here. Miggy Almiron, Trippier, the ever so familiar connection. Tonali, Almiron. Back to Schär. It's nice work here. Brilliant. Oh, but nice last-ditch defending there from Sutar, because that would have been an unbelievable goal. That would have been an unbelievable goal in terms of like a team goal. Really nice layoff from Callum Wilson. And it was Tonali combining with Trippier. Then Almiron kicked it out to Schär. Schär found Callum Wilson. Sima charging in here. 1v1 battle here. If you want to share your channel, ask, please. Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant, Steve. So happy for Miggy. Deserves to be rewarded for his efforts. Yes, absolutely. And also another thing to keep in mind about Miggy doing well. Remember, last preseason when we played the likes of Benfica, Athletic Club, and I forget who else we played. There was one more in there, but keep in mind that Miggy was doing really, really well. Atalanta was the other one. We did really well for that. He did really well, like just on a personal level. He did really well scoring against Benfica and scoring against, I think it was Athletic Club. So keep Miggy going. Keep Miggy going so that he can score some more goals and stuff, So, yeah, good stuff. Rangers could be in here. That's a nice ball. Dowell shot wide right. Rangers seem to be, a lot of their play seems to be going with the right, or sorry, their right. They're attacking through their right hand side. A lot of it's going through Lammers, Dowell, Cantwell drifts off to the right. Obviously, then you've got Tavernier to deal with as well. So they are getting a bit of joy down that side, but we are defending pretty well. Steve, who do you want next? A midfielder or another left winger? Take a winger, I think. Where do you think Newcastle United will finish in the Premier League? I'm going to go with 4th for now. I think 4th. Something like that. But we'll see. But, yeah. We'll see, man. All right. We've we done well last year. We done well last year getting 4th. Obviously, the cup final was disappointing. It's all about getting it right next time. There's other, we'll always get another chance, hopefully. Here's Elliot Anderson off to the left. Sutar. Here's Sandro. Great ball to find Kieran Trippier. And then finds Amadon. A little bit too high there, but again, Tonali, those horizontal, whatever the side to side, those balls down the right, down the left to find Trippier. Boy, and you know what? Kieran Trippier's first touch is so damn good. So damn good. And then his service is usually really, really good as well. So, bro, got ourselves a good player in Tonali. I knew it the minute we signed him. Because I've been watching Tonali for years. I've been watching him for years, man. Tonali in a bit more advanced position right now. But yeah, I like what I've seen from Tonali. I really do. Obviously, the opposition isn't a Premier League team. It's just a friendly. It's a testimonial. So, but hey, the sample size we got is looking all right so far. It's looking all right. What do you think the game will like? Are you asking me for a prediction? I said 2-1 Rangers. Before. What do you think of Harvey Barnes? I like Harvey Barnes. I like him. Not my first pick, but I'll take him. Absolutely, I'll take him. Why not? Why not? Good player. Good finisher. Anybody else's stream stop? No, not for me, but not sure. Yeah, Andy, I'm not sure. Mine hasn't stopped. Mine has not stopped. Here's Tavernier bombing down that right. Tavernier, that's a decent ball. Lammers. Bit of a turnover there, but good recovery there. Here's Todd Cantwell in. Todd Cantwell! Oh! Very close there, Todd Cantwell. He nearly got that. It looks like Alan McGregor is going to get subbed off here. Hey, shout out Alan McGregor. He's been the only Rangers keeper I've ever seen. So, shout out Alan. Great career. Damn, I think he's got tears in his eyes. And there's Jack Butland coming on. Steve, you still on the vodka, bro? Yeah, no. I honestly, Alan McGregor is one of the better keepers I've seen. In terms of the quality of the saves, not in terms of who he's playing against, but even and even so, there were Europa League games where Alan McGregor was absolutely fantastic, absolute sublime for Rangers. Sublime. He would make some of the most incredible saves. So, and keep in mind, he was doing that when he was 37, 38. He's just now retiring at what? How old is he? 40? So, yeah. Great career. 41. Whew. Yeah. Crazy, man. Yeah, he's been with Rangers. Been with Rangers for 2006. And he went to Besiktas. Wow. Yes. He was brilliant for Scotland as well. Loving the shirts. How you feel the new season shirts? Any favorites? I love the new Newcastle shirt. The one we have right now. I think it's gorgeous. I love how it's black and white. That's all I want. It's like purely black and white, aside from the logo. Like it's so nice. There's no blue sponsor. There's none of that shit. It's just black and white, man. It's beautiful. All three. I'm going to all three, baby. All three. I'm so excited. So excited. But yeah. No, but yeah, Andy, you're right. He was brilliant for Scotland. When you're talking about Alan Gordon, I'm assuming. How well do you think Newcastle will do in the Champions League? I think we'll probably exit at the round of 16. The maximum we could do is probably a semifinal. I think we'll do round of 16 though. We'll see though. We'll see. It's all I'm just taking it all in stride, Taking it all in stride. Yeah. Hope you have a good time at the games. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Meeting up with buddies from all around. It's going to be. Ugh. But yeah, man. Where was my drink? Oh, there we go. Anyways, here is Botman. Yeah, I haven't noticed him much. I think past like the 20th minute, it's been pretty. I just haven't noticed him much. Tonali playing a bit deeper now, alongside Longstaff. Tonali. Thanks. think Newcastle will win the game 2-1. Yeah, that's a decent prediction. Hope you have a good time in the game. Exactly. It's about enjoying the ride, man. It's about enjoying the ride for me. And obviously I want to be competitive. I want to win the damn thing. But yeah, well, you know what? I'm just taking it in stride, man. Nice to see you back, Steve. Hey, Chantel. Thank you. What? No one didn't. But yeah, thanks, Chantel. Nice to see you as well. Nice to see you. Trippier. Nice work there. Callum Wilson trying to settle it. Oh, wow. What a touch there. Gantwell. He didn't control it. Sema almost did. I had no idea Alan McGregor played for Besiktas. That's crazy. Yeah, I like Sema. Always on loan at Rangers from Brighton. Okay. So this could be a player that Brighton bring back, bro. I like what I've seen from Sema. I like so far. Strong. Real strong. He can receive the ball, a little bit of defensive work. So yeah, he looks all right. He'll probably bang in some goals for Rangers. Newcastle now in transition. Here's Jamal Lewis. Lewis a bit of an overplay ball, but it almost worked. It'll be a corner for Newcastle. Matty target. Yes, give me 2 seconds, Chantel. I can show you the lineup. There you go. Let me know if that oh wait. I was just taking a sec. There you go. Let me know, Chantel, if when you're done looking at it. But yes, that is the lineup. It's a corner for Newcastle. Ball in, headed out. Wow, chasing that shit down. Yeah, of course, Chantel. No worries. Yeah, thank you, Wild Dead Wolf. I completely agree. I feel the same way about Brighton, man. It's lovely to see Brighton. It's really cool to see. I put Anderson on the left in the second half. Done. Thank you, Steve. No problem, Chantel. Anytime. Steve, how are you? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Enjoying this. Enjoying the game so far. It's nice to have Newcastle back. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Jesus. Be right back. Daughter asking me I shop as it is hot. Yeah. Go on. Have some fun, man. Suitor? We need to get a great striker just to help out Callum Wilson and Isak maybe to either play in the Champions League or in the Premier League. I agree. Because Isak and Wilson are a bit shaky with injuries. I think a third choice, even like I know Edin Dzeko is obviously Edin Dzeko is obviously Fenerbahce. What's it called? Yeah, he's obviously going to Fenerbahce. I would have taken it at Dzeko, someone like that. This Sema kid, I would take someone like that. Young, 22 years old, big, strong, physical, We won't be immediate first choice, but he can play a big part if one of the guys gets injured, or as a sub, can play 4-4-2. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, I would not mind another striker. Where you been, Steve? It was a nightmare looking for another live on match days and none compared to Newcastle Fans TV. All right, if you guys want the what's it called, the watch alongs back and whatnot, go tell Lee Lawler. Go tell Lee Lawler on Twitter. Go tell him that. He'll do whatever the hell the people want. What's up, Andy? What'd you think of the first half?
Clearly some rust being shaken off. Wilson struggled to get in the game, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, he was one of the guys I didn't notice much.
Yeah,
same with Lewis. Same with Lewis after like the 20th minute.
I think Lewis had a couple of decent runs, just not been found. I think he's played the ball into Elliot Anderson on the left side and then overlapped, and then the ball's never. It's been recycled and never getting back to him. But yeah, you can clearly see Longstaff's the deepest of the three, which I thought would be the case. Yeah, it's just a bit of rust, mate. It's been. I mean, the game had a decent pace to it. 17th to 25th minute when we scored. Yeah. Just before we scored, it's kind of just went a bit since then. But yeah, I think you can clearly see that we're a better side than what they are.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, in terms of for Rangers, I think Barisic has done all right. So the kid Sima, number 19 for them, he's on loan from Brighton, 22 years old, Senegalese. That guy, he impressed me. Lammers had some decent touches, but yeah, they haven't really. We've been in control of the game, really.
I've missed a couple of minutes because I don't know about anybody else, but on the website, the one that I paid for was lagging a little bit. A few times, and I've had to reset it. Just before McGregor came off, it happened, and a couple of times before that as well. So I've missed the Cantwell chance, so I don't know what happened there. But overall, mate, it's here for fit. It's there to get people fit. So
yeah, absolutely.
But like you say, Lewis again, it's so frustrating that. I don't know whether it's the case he's not on the same wavelength. I can see why he's played, though, because he knows Todd Cantwell quite well. And I wonder if that's been about Eddie Howe's mind. You know, they were together at Norwich and whatnot, so...
Yes, and Dowell.
Dowell looks like an absolute motor in midfield. He's the Joe Linton of Rangers' midfield, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he's decent.
I don't think Tunali was too happy with one of his challenges.
Yeah. Near the midfield, near the white line. Yeah.
When he kicked it back to the goalkeeper, when he ran in, but his pass to Anderson was brilliant. Just sneaking the ball, reading the game, playing a pass up front, and that got Rangers turned. The defence just turned, and Miggy got that space. And great finish.
Good finish, yeah. Composed.
I love seeing a nice soft finish.
Huh?
I love seeing a nice placed finish, not when someone's belted it, just guide it around the goalkeeper. You knew the goalkeeper was going to the other side. Just
definitely. That. I think my biggest takeaway from the half was, again, very, very heavy right-sided, and Tonali is going to feast upon those balls from deep. Or Botman to the right to find Trippier, because Trippier is such a good first touch. He just settles everything with ease, and then it's instant service, or it's Almiron with the overlap. It could be Tonali with the kind of a splitting box to box run in. That right side is looking strong because we have so many options.
Call made a point a few weeks ago, and I've got to say, he was bang on. I was of the opinion that Botman probably had a better season than Shaw overall as the season ended. And the more I've watched the videos and the goals and the games and the highlights and everything, Shaw's, again today, his passing's just been on another level to Botman's. I'm not saying he's a better defender than Botman, but some of his long passes, Miggy kept one in, kicked it out for a corner. You know, if Miggy had been on his toes a little bit more there, he probably gets in. He's flicking it around the back four like he's Maradona. It's a hats off call, mate. You were bang on. I think he was the best defender last season. Well done, mate. I think he was bang on.
You know what? And that's something as a Newcastle fan, I haven't. It's been a debate of who was the least worst center back, not who was
the best. Yeah.
Not in the case of a Botman where it's like that guy had a case to be in the Premier League team of the season. I mean, when was the last have we ever had a defender in a PFA team of the year for Newcastle? Woodgate maybe.
Colaccini years ago.
Colaccini. So
2005, I think it was. But I read a stat that no defender had been dribbled past less times than Botman in the Premier League last season. He only lost 3.
And that was, I think that was Van Dijk's. I think Van Dijk had that like through 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, the last few years.
Only 2 or 3 guys actually got past him. So yeah,
I love Botman. I absolutely love him. I think he's the spine. He's the bottom vertebrae of our team, so to speak, other than Pope, as in the future. If you talk about spines, spine is Bruno and Tonali and Joelinton, and then you've got Isaac, obviously. But.
Yeah, and the thing is like that's I think Sam Mulliner coined it. It's like our company signing, not in terms of the quality of the player, but just in terms of a takeover, building that spine. Botman should, if everything goes the way it should, he's going to be here for a while and he's going to be producing. I mean, geez.
As long as we produce, he will stay, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, it's good stuff, man. Who else have we touched on? I think Karius is done. Yep, standard job, nothing.
Do you know what? I had my heart in my mouth after I was just seeing what we were saying. He got a bit when he got closed down, and he's had 2 little...
Yeah.
He's had 2 touches where you're like, oh dear. So my heart was in my mouth a little bit. I was like, I'm going to have to come on and say, well, we were talking about Karius before. I don't know. I worry when the ball's at his feet there. Definitely a couple of times, especially when it's a friendly.
Same goes for Pope, though. Same goes for Pope, to be honest.
It's Pope's kicking.
Yeah.
Passing. Yeah. It's not his kicking that's the problem. It's he's finding the ball. He kicks it out quite a lot. He overhits it. But when the ball comes back to him, he doesn't panic like Karius did.
Yes. Yeah.
Unless he's trying to do a diving header 30 yards out. I mean, that's when things get a little bit worrying. But yeah, I think he's learned from that. So
yeah,
I'd hope he has, because I think it probably cost well the cup.
Yeah, if I was Newcastle, I would have gotten Riyad Mahrez, who is simply out of this world. I love Mahrez.
Isn't he going to Saudi though?
I think so, but
it's hard to compete with the age he is. He's won everything in the Premier League. What I can see, I totally agree with him. I'd have Mahrez in a heartbeat.
One of the best African players in Premier League history. One of the best. Mahrez. Bloody. His first touch is ridiculous. He's just got he's a sublime footballer, dribbler.
And you can't throw the accusation at him. He's only ever done it at a big club, because look what he did with Leicester. And look at the fee that he paid for him as well. £500,000 or something. Yeah,
from Le Havre. Yeah. I think that was his first year in the Prem. Goes and wins the title. Yeah, he's got a case. He's got a case to be one of the greatest African players in Premier League history. But
I think the problem he's got is we've got the likes of Yaya Toure and Mo Salah ahead of him. That is the problem. Drogba, yeah. Michael Essien, maybe not, but for me, Essien changed Chelsea's side when he went there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Miguel Essien.
Ghanaian from Lyon. Yes. Top player. Yeah, he was good. Yeah, like Nunez, Liverpool takes time to settle in. I think he's talking about Isak. I think Nunez will have a better year for Liverpool, by the way. I do think he'll have a better year.
I think Diaz will help him. Diaz being fit at the start of the season will help him, because I'm a massive fan of Diaz, and he'll create space for him.
And the thing is, Diaz is like a futsal player. Like, he plays it like futsal. He's just so techy,
can do anything.
Yeah,
except from defense. He is a little bit. He'll run his lungs out chasing someone back, but when he gets there, it's a little bit like, well, I'm there, I'm doing my job, I've chased them back, but I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, Yeah.
A bit like Paul Scholes couldn't tackle, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else? What did you think of Longstaff first half?
He's controlled the game pretty well in certain stages, but I think a few of his passes have been behind somebody rather than in front of them. Played a ball out wide, Elliot Anderson, and it was behind him, and we were on the break, and it's a little bit frustrating things, but they're the things that when you get match fit, I'm sure it'll be a little.
Yeah, and it's not that it's never for me. He's never that's not his top attribute. That's not the thing that stands out about Longstaff. It's the grafting. It's the getting stuck in. It's more of the off the ball. On the ball, he's not terrible, but he's just
I think his passing ability is.
It's all right, pretty good.
Brilliant. It's just sometimes the ball it always goes towards the player. It's just sometimes not in the right. Sometimes you watch a player play a pass, and the pass tells the player which direction he wants to go in. So in other words, if the ball's played in front of them, it forces them to run forward. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes Longstaff's passing's just in an area, and then sometimes you've got to restart again the attack. But you're right. That's not his job. That's why they bought Tonali.
Exactly.
Because he does everything Longstaff does, but better.
Yes. Yeah, to a higher level. Yeah. Basically.
I just wish he'd smile.
But that I was on a earlier watch along with Stell, and he was like, who was like that? Danny Murphy. He was a guy that just never smiled, always just business. He's never, yeah.
What's he got to smile about?
Not everyone.
Playing for Liverpool, and he's a good-looking Italian playing at Newcastle. You've seen his missus. I'd be smiling, I tell you.
Yeah. Hey, some guys just mean business, man. Some guys just mean business. But not everyone can be Miggy Almiron.
Exactly. Miggy will make up for him. Miggy will do the smiling for him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What do you think in the second half? Do you think you'd bring Isaac on for Wilson? I think I would.
Yeah.
And I think I chuck Gordon on as well. Gordon's got a point to prove. He's had a good international tournament. Needs to come and state a case now to start for the American games, because I'm sure after the American games, when it comes to the Seller Cup, some of them pictures are going to tell you who's going to potentially be in the running to start against Villa at the start of the season. Because Villa's going to that could be a really, really, really important game. We've got a tough run the first 5 games. If we can get 3 points against Villa, whichever way that game goes, I think the next 3 can go the similar way. So we'll win that one. Do you know what I mean? Momentum.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough game, Villa. We ain't going to smack them up 4-1. And if we do, we've done hella well. We really, really have. But, yeah, they're building a proper team. Pau Torres, they're bidding for Diaby, who's a marvelous, marvelous player.
Apparently, 35 million for Diaby.
That's mental.
When we apparently, if you read everything you say on Twitter, a bid well beyond that at the start of the window, but
Siga, which player do you want to see at Newcastle United? I'll just add next onto that. Who do you want to see? Who?
K2.
Kvaratskhelia. Yeah, Kvaratskhelia. Yes.
I'll sue him in, but we're not going to get our sue him in because we're just not going to get him.
I would love if there was a double swoop. 250, 300 million. I don't care the money. Just get them both. Do it.
I'd like to see Janssen. Is it Janssen from Palace, the centre half?
Danish.
Anderson. Yeah. If we need a right-sided centre back, I'd like to see him. I really do think he's a Shaw-esque type player as well. He can ping a ball. He's good in the air. He's good on the deck. He can hit one. You're not going to see him not in 25 yards against Forest, I don't think, too often. But he's still quite young as well. He's 26.
Yeah, around that. Yeah, let me look it up. He's not that old. I think that would be, and that wouldn't be like a crazy.
It wouldn't be a breakout. Don't get us wrong. It's not like a wow transfer or anything. But I just think when Palace have a decent nucleus of their, look at the form that they showed at the end of the season in the Roy Hodgson with a bit of organisation.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Miggy smile lights up the darkest of days.
It
Certainly.
does. Honestly, it does. My cousin, I don't know why, she calls me Old Miggy because of me smile. I'm just like, right, I'll take it as a compliment, but she's a Macklin, like, so that's probably why. As much as I'm ashamed to say it, but
What do
I
you
wouldn't
think of
take
this?
Zaha.
Would you? No.
No,
Wow.
no,
Why? Work
no.
rate?
Not because of his football ability. He's going towards the end of his career now. I want definite improvement on what we have, and I don't think Zaha has definite improvement. He has to be the focal point of your attack for me. When he was Man United, he was a bit player. It didn't work. He wants to be the big man in the small pond, and it works for him. Some people are like that. But I take nothing away from the fact that he said that Zaha is a top player. He is. Where do
you think Zaha should go?
Everton?
If he does leave Palace. Everton? He can do better.
Probably. Surely, but I mean, I think Sean Dyche could build something there to get Everton back to 11th, 12th in the league. That's what Zaha's used to. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but you just said he's a top player, shouldn't he?
No, not top. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't have him, because he's not that much better than what we have. Is he far better than Isaac on the left hand side? No. Is he far better than Anthony Gordon?
Right.
Even Zaha likes to play on the left. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So, all he plays is a false nine.
I think he should go to somewhere like a Marseille, because they play in Champions League. That would work. They could go for someone on the left.
Sorry, I was keeping it the Premier League. So, West Ham maybe. West Ham could take him.
That's decent, because at least they're playing Europa League. That's the thing for me. I'd love to see Zaha in Europe, testing him out again.
Yeah. I want to see that kid do well, because I think there's worse players that have better careers than him.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? He's had a bit of bad luck. He got slammed when he flopped at Man United. Now he's a young lad going to Man United when Man United was still Man United. Let's get this right. I'm sure Ferguson was still there at that time. It was, you had to have character to go there, and I'm sure he would have had to. I don't want to say man, but in effect, he would have been, as soon as he was having a half decent game, he would have been getting told in the dressing room that's not good enough. Whereas at Crystal Palace, he's not going to get that because he's their main man. And I think that probably played with him mentally. Hats off to him. Just went back to Palace, and he regularly gets double figures goals and assists in the Premier League. Yeah. But that's being the main man. Their go-to guy.
Dortmund would be a good one. I think
Dortmund would work too. Definitely same here. Yeah, that's good.
I'd love to see him. Yeah.
The style of football as well is there that would suit him.
Yes, definitely. Let's see here. What was the other comment? Second half has started.
Would Brentford not work for him?
Huh?
Would Brentford not work for him? Style of football Brentford play.
If they play more, because sometimes they'll do towards the end of the year. I remember they played Spurs. They played Spurs and they played 4-3-3 and Buemo, Shada, and I forget the other guy. And
Buemo
and Shada, and then there was one more.
De Silva.
Think so. Yeah, De Silva, Shada, and Mbuemo. So if they play more 4-3-3, absolutely, you plug them in off the left. Zaha, that would work there. And they could get into a Europe. Yeah.
And you can even put it up front for them because of Tony's ban.
Yes, absolutely. Harvey Barnes, a good player, gives you what you have already. Yeah. Wild Dead Wolf, you're spot on. I would take Barnes. I think that'll be done in a week, maybe.
I think I agree with what you said. You asked this question when I was off air. I was in and out, I'll be honest, watching, because I was looking after the band at the same time, and you got asked that question. You said, correct us if I'm wrong, what wouldn't be a first choice, but you wouldn't disagree with the option.
Nice move, Anthony Gordon.
I find it hard to argue why you wouldn't take Barnes when you look at the numbers that he's had.
Why you wouldn't
strike force that he's had to supply as well in the last couple of years. There's only really been Vardy up front for them. Ian Asho's been hitty-missy. You'll go through a phase where you'll get 13 and 20, and then you don't see him for 6-8 weeks. So, yeah, why not?
Really nice move here from Gordon, nutmegging Tavernier there. Corner. Headed out. We have made a bunch of.
I'm going to take a little in upstairs, and then I'll catch you in about 10 minutes, all right?
No worries, no worries. Take care,
guys.
Andy. See you soon. Steve, what does Newcastle need? I'd say a backup right back or left back. Maybe preferential. I would prefer both. Why not? Someone who can play left and right. A backup center back would be nice. A third choice striker. About it, really, for now. About it, but is Anthony Gordon. I'll inform you on the subs, guys, in 1 minute. Isak has come on. Bruno. That's work here down that right. Nice pass. Almost. Okay, so Carl Darlow is in for Karius. Manquillo is in for Callum Wilson. Lewis Miley is in for Sven Botman. Anthony Gordon, Tonali. Guimaraes is on for Trippier. What? Dan Burn, Longstaff. Okay, so what it actually is Trippier for Manquillo, Darlow for Karius, Guimaraes for Longstaff, Miley for Tonali. Yeah. So who would you bench put on the field? Oh, yes. Fuller and Balogun. Yes, I love him. I love him. I think as a US fan though, I would want him to get first team minutes somewhere established. Like if he went to Palace, he probably plays every game for Palace because they need a striker. I like Mateta. I think maybe he's better as a backup. Probably. I like Edouard, but his attitude is honking, so yeah. Corner in, good delivery. Header up. Yes, Balogun, boy, he's a bad man. Bad man. Very clean, composed finisher. He'll score you all types of goals. I like, first touch is very good. Yeah, big fan of Fuller and Balogun. He could be as good as a Clint Dempsey was for the United States. And if you guys remember Dempsey, he was the guy, So, but yeah. About 52 minutes in. Make sure you're hitting the like button, people. Subscribe, all of that good stuff. Conor Gallagher worth a shot, $35 million. Not really my type of player, but he might be Eddie Howe's type of player, to be honest. I get he has a motor. He could probably do what Longstaff does. I'm looking for more of a sprinkling of quality, though. Does Gallagher really have that quality? No. If we got Gallagher, I could see why we did. I could see some of the logic. He is a road runner and all that. So I'd rather go for someone else. Diaby from Leverkusen, fantastic player. Absolutely fantastic. I would want to bring him if we brought in Diaby, though. Here's the thing: we need an attacking fullback on the left. What's up?
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Why are Newcastle not in for Lavia? I think because our midfield situation is pretty much set. I think that's probably why we're not in for Lavia. I would take him, though, in a heartbeat. I think
you're also asking for about 50 million quid as well, aren't they? That's a lot of money for a young player that's just been relegated, regardless of how.
Everyone's going for a lot of money, though. Everyone. I was talking to you earlier about Fofana. They did pay a lot of money for him. There was a reason why, though. You know,
Chelsea are paying the price, though. I said to you when he signed, you've got no idea how a young player is going to react to being asked to be a top player at a top club at that age. You'd only played about 50 Premier League games, if that, at the time. Your body hasn't developed at that age, man.
Yeah.
You're paying the price for it. I've got no doubt that he got the potential to be a top player, but we might never find out now. He's had 2. He's just done his ACL in.
To be fair about an ACL, at that age, at least you're right. He hasn't grown yet. So that can either be to his benefit or detriment, because these are years of his development, but he is still a young lad. So it's not as bad if you're 25, 26 and you do your ACL, because that would be.
It depends on how bad and where you do your ACL. You know, you've got players that do the same one twice, and then, you know, not only that. I mean, what's his attributes? He's quick. He's athletic. They're kind of, you know, by the time you get 28, 29, are your knees still going to be the same?
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, about Lavia. I would take him, though. Actually, here's an interesting question. Would you rather go for Lavia or Paulinho at Fulham?
Paulinho at Fulham.
Yeah.
But in a heartbeat.
More experienced?
Yeah, he offers more as well. He can battle, he can play, he's tall, he's strong. I think he's more the Eddie Howe mould player in my eyes.
Yeah.
But apparently they've just rejected £45 million bid from West Ham.
Is that a good Declan Rice replacement for you if they did get him?
I think when you look at it, it's good business from West Ham. If you get the, you know, he's a Portuguese international footballer, a good player, and you're getting him for what, a third, just over a third of what you've just sold an England international. Who, in my eyes, I'm not going to say overrated, because I've got no doubt he probably will end up proving that the 105 million has been good business. If he stays there for years and years and years, that's not bad business. But if it doesn't work straight away, a lot of people are going to be questioning the amount of money that Arsenal's paid for Declan Rice. I think there's better foreign players than him that wouldn't go for that money.
Like, who would you who suits Arsenal better, Paulinho or Rice?
Oh, Rice probably suits them better. Don't get us wrong.
Okay. Because you were saying you could find a player who might be as good for cheaper. That to me is Paulinho. Maybe not the same exact role.
Bruno, is Bruno any worse than Declan Rice?
No.
Right.
But they're asked to do different things.
I get that, but Bruno can do what Declan Rice does.
Bruno is meant to play he has played a bit deeper, shield off the ball. Rice isn't. He can do that, but it's more about forward for Rice.
I think Declan Rice is a little bit more athletic. For me, though, he gets in the final third and he can't do what Bruno does.
Yes, I agree with
that. He can't open the doors like what Bruno does.
Rice is good also, like Bruno, at unlocking doors, though.
Yeah, but in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, when the ball's turned over and everything, that's when Declan Rice comes into his forte going forward. When there's space to run into, Bruno can ping a ball 45 yards onto your end of your tit. Rice can't do that.
No,
in my opinion, he can't do that. I hope he proves me wrong. But
Rice will be
40 million for Bruno Bruno, and 105 million for him. I mean, it's an English tax, mate.
Yeah. No, I agree.
See, my thing's gone off again.
Really?
Yeah.
Gehi, that's another good suggestion. I'd take Gehi.
Yeah, I would, but he's more left-sided than right-sided, isn't he?
I mean, we need backup for both. We only have 3 center backs that have played for Eddie Howe, really.
I think Dan Burns probably a backup left-sided centre half.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And then Target, would come. Yeah. By the way, Rangers is subbed on Ridvan Yilmaz, Haji Fashion Sakala Jr., and Leon Balogun for Davies. So this Ridvan, what? No,
Balogun,
Leon. No, not the Arsenal. Leon Balogun, center back. Yeah.
Thinking, isn't he going to into Milan or Juve?
Inter.
Yeah.
That'll be a great move for him. I think him and Lautaro and the two up top, that could be nice.
He's a player that I wouldn't mind. Lautaro, Martinez at some point. I mean,
he just got named Inter captain because Handanovic left. He just got named. That makes sense. I think Lautaro he's good, man. Good player.
Oh, I hope the charity enjoys me £8 because I'm not getting much of this. It's mad how you can watch it in America. Yeah, I'm in Newcastle, and it's just.
Yeah, no, I agree, definitely. Who else? Oh, Takefusa Kubo, good player from Sociedad, the Japanese kid. I like him.
Yeah. He was the boss at some point, wasn't he?
Real Madrid.
Yeah, all right, sorry.
They loaned him out to Sociedad, and no, I like him. I really do like him. Rice worth 80 million if West Ham bought Paulinho before, sold Rice, cost 50 mil, now 80. Yeah, no, it's a good trade.
I think he's hit the nail on the head that you're paying the English tax.
Yeah.
Look at Longstaff. He had a half-decent season under Rafa Benitez in Man United. Apparently had paid 50 million and we rejected it. It's not a case that we were interested. We actually rejected the bid. For someone that's paid at the time 30, 40 Premier League games. It's not good business sense. You are going to buy one from time to time that's going to come out to be a gem. And you pay the tax on them and you make the money back later on. But where's the ceiling for Declan Rice? I think the fee that you paid for him is his ceiling.
Well, it's a pretty good ceiling, to be fair.
No, it's a pretty good ceiling. But, when you've got players that, like, I don't know, Adam Wemby at Dortmund. Let's say you wanted to go and sign him. How much is he going to be worth? And how much progression is he going to make from now till then? I think there's more progression in him. Come on, there. Sorry, I've just let me wipe past.
No, you're good. We are making 3 subs, by the way. Dummett, Ashby, and fuck, I missed the other one.
Sorry, buddy. Just getting reminded that she's gone to point.
You're good. Is Dan Burn, Gordon looks pretty good.
Looks sharp, doesn't he? He looks sharp.
It kind of makes sense because he did just the Euros U21 thing was 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah, he's probably had a little bit. He's not probably even had a holiday, really. If he hasn't had much of one.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, mate. I am trying to watch this at the same time as.
Oh, you're good. Hey, it'll get easier.
That's all on now as well.
You'll learn the art of multitasking. Oh, bad turnover there.
What are you doing? See what I mean? These testimonial games, tell me, man.
Carry us, yeah. Jesus. Testimonial tax.
That's one of them ones where we'll let you back in the game without it making obvious, I think.
Yeah.
But in that case, you have made it. You either make it obvious or you look like it.
Yeah.
What's he doing? You can see that he's got a player at the back of him. He's 6 foot away from him there. Why is he playing that ball there? Yeah.
Is that fucking? Oh my god, that's what's this?
That's so bad. Yeah. See what I mean?
Yeah, Bruno could not.
Yeah. If there's a young English player worth £105 million, it's Saka because I think his ceiling's higher than that.
I think Saka's terrific.
I've been saying it for 2 years ago.
I don't think he's world class yet.
Oh, he's potentially world class. He's up there with the.
And if he does this for another 2 years, I think he's world class. The numbers, the performances, the progression. He's getting better and better each year.
Look at the numbers he gets for Arsenal and England. I mean, hat-trick for England, albeit against, I can't even remember, North Macedonia, I think.
Yeah, someone like that.
However, the likes of Theo Walcott weren't getting regular goals at Arsenal, hat-trick. Yes, he got a hat-trick against Croatia once. But, yeah, he's miles above the Theo Walcotts and, Lingards and all that malarkey. Definitely Saka for me. I think Saka's a steer in the England side.
He is the closest Arsenal player to being world class. Maybe him or
Odegaard.
Or Odegaard, I guess. Yeah.
I think Odegaard's. I don't think he's world class yet, but he's not far off. So, sorry, mate. I'll just get me beer.
No, you're good. Mike Elliott, our member of the channel. Big up to you, my friend. Make sure to join the membership, by the way. Only 99 pence. I think we need a left back and a winger. That's what he'd like to see Newcastle do. A left back and a winger.
Oh, that's a bad challenge.
Yeah.
Not only the memberships, while you're commenting on that, mate, with the memberships, if you want closer conversations with myself, Steve, Lee, Carl, Sam, I can't tell you how interesting of a guy Sam is when you get chatting to him.
Yes.
The Discord's there, the Twitter chat's there. You get videos from the membership, so you'll get to find out who's on the Greenwood Mulner show beforehand. It's brilliant. It's 99 pence. I mean,
value for money. Value for money, for sure.
I think he does about, it works out at about 80 odd videos a month.
Yeah.
I think that's what, yeah. And then you've got obviously access to the Discord to chat with the lads on the channel. And when I say the lads, I'm on about the likes of Sam and everything, and yourself. And, it's good to know what's going on. You find out what's happening on the Greenwood Mulner show. You find out what's happening, the last word, beforehand, who's coming on. For example, when they've got the Irish, I can't think of his name, sorry. Michael, is it?
Ramsey,
thank you. Yeah. You find out when they've got them lads on, you stay up. So
Eze will cost you 65 mil. I tell you what, I'd probably pay it. I probably would.
Who's that? Eze?
Eberechi as a Palace. Yeah, I think he's wonderful. Wonderful.
I do like him as a player. I think 65 million is a little bit too much for me.
What would he have to do for Palace this year to be worth that? 10 and 10? 15 maybe and 7?
It's not so much his numbers for me. He affects games and opening the game up more than, he's capable of worldies, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll put it into this concept. Is he better now than what Bruno was when we signed him from Lyon?
Probably.
Or is he better than Paquetá was at Lyon?
Yeah, that's a better compare because that's more attacking mid. Probably not. Not by much. Not by much.
You've got to take into account the fact he's English and it's going to cost you a little bit more to get him.
How much would you pay?
50 million. I think 50 million is a little bit more realistic.
50 plus add-ons, maybe 5.
If you can get him for 40 plus a few add-ons and it goes over 50 million over a few years, then I think that's pretty decent business for him.
I would take him in a heartbeat, though. It's not my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eze is. Yeah, I could see him fitting right in. McAllister cost Liverpool 35 mil. Brighton.
Rangers are really starting to come into this game now.
What?
Rangers are really starting to come into this game. I'm in up to the 68th minute. I don't know about you. 68 minutes, 27 seconds.
I'm at 68.50, which is hilarious again because I'm in fucking the US and you're
Across
like
the pond and you're getting a better fucking screen.
It's down the road from you.
Here's the French guys, sorry.
Furuhashi, I do like Furuhashi. That could be that could be an option.
Top goal scorer in the Scottish League last season, wasn't he?
Yeah, from the wing too. That's not bad. That's not bad, man. Nah,
I quite like the striker Rangers have got him from Partizan Belgrade or something last season. Can't think of his name. Russian or Bosnian.
Cholak. Cholak just
like
went to. Yeah, I do too. Cholak went to. He's at Parma.
Yes. I thought he went to Germany, but he's not. He's went to Serie A, hasn't he?
Parma, yeah. 29 years old, Croatian, 6 foot.
He might stop again.
Yeah.
I should have probably went on me Fire Stick and tried to get it on there. Probably would have been more, but I wanted to contribute to the charity, so.
Yeah. When do you guys think about bringing Adam Armstrong back as third choice? We could do better. We could do better than Adam Armstrong, I think. Maybe for a homegrown thing, that's about it. No. We can do far better. If you're talking a Mitrovic, if you're talking an Edin Dzeko, if you're talking a
Firmino,
maybe Firmino. Firmino's going to Saudi, but yeah.
No, I had my heart set on getting him, but oh well. Saudi money talks, doesn't it? We might get him on loan yet. You never know.
Hey, and you know what? Nobody could say a fucking thing because Airbnb.
You know what it is? The Saudis are causing an issue because as much as the Premier League's getting diluted now with not top players, but good players in sides, and it's going to come a point where they go, well, why you keep doing it? Well, Saudis are creating such a big problem that they might relax FFP for European teams to actually compete with the Saudis. So that's only going to work for Newcastle. How do you get around FFP? Create an issue? Create a problem?
Yeah.
And we also got to remember 4 of the sides in Saudi are owned by the PIF.
Yes. Yeah.
So effectively, if ASM goes to Al Halil or whoever,
Sergey Milinkovic, Al Hilal, yeah.
It's like loaning your car to a mate and then buying it back off him.
Yeah. I mean, Watford and Udinese did that with a bunch of players. William Troost-Ekong, Kamara, they've done it with a bunch. It's not different at all. It's just at a higher level.
Yep.
That's really all it is. I mean, RB Salzburg, Leipzig, Bragantino, and New York Red Bulls, they always swap players all around. So I
don't understand the NBA draft thing. I was watching a documentary on Shaq O'Neal, and I just don't get to understand how you can play for a team all season and then all of a sudden a team just swap you over and.
Oh yeah, it works that way in MLS too. They trade you and you have no choice.
I do not understand that.
It's called. Hey, you know what? It's not like It's not like you don't know that when you sign the contract because your agent should be doing the digging and finding that out. That's how it goes. Yeah. With an MLS contract, NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL, all those are. If you get traded to somewhere, that's all. You got to relocate. You got no choice. So.
Imagine playing in New York and then getting asked to go and play, I don't know, like
San Jose.
San Francisco, like the West Coast or something, traveling 2,000 miles.
Yeah. Crazy. The thing about, though, in the MLS, though, compared
Rangers on the break.
Yeah, Rangers on the break, down the left. Decent ball in, headed out, though.
Another ball in, I think. Well dealt with by Shaw, I think, there. Well done. Who's that?
Miley.
Isak's making a good run. Come on, ball off. Sorry, it was just working. I was getting excited.
See, I agree with this from Tad Bakes. FFP is a nonsense anyway, in my opinion. Clubs skirt around it all the time, making donations. I think FFP should be this, because I know what FFP is trying to stop. It's trying to stop someone putting in a shed load of money and then leaving, and then the club is in ruin because there's no income. So I heard this from Terry on the Football Terrace. He thinks what it should be is the spending, it don't matter. But what you have to do is you have to have double the money in an account where you can't touch it, in a trust fund. where you can't touch it, so that if the owners do decide to pull out financially, the club has double the money.
Club has sustainability for a year before anything even yet. I'm with you on that. I'm with him on that. I've always said this. Like what a shame. QPR's similar. If you're so rich, why not put 400 million in an account like you say, and say if we ever get bored playing real life football manager, we'll put 400 million pound in the account. And if we ever lose interest with this, then the club's financially stable and secure. Yeah, I get that.
That it can pay.
It's also for competitiveness. I mean, the problem that we have is you look at the richest owners in the Premier League. We're richer than the other 18 teams combined. I mean, it's like going to an auction with Bill Gates and you're David Beckham.
That's right here. Collateral. That's the word. Collateral. Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how I think it should go. I thought Terry made a great point there, because I don't honestly. I think if you have money and you want to spend it to make your team better, if you want to spend £1 billion and you have that money, but you can't just have $1 billion and spend it. I want you to have double that. You know what I'm saying? And you put that in a trust. I don't have a problem with that. No,
let's say the running cost of the club. Let's say the wage bill is 192 million a year.
Yeah.
And the stadium costs 5 million to maintain. You want 2 seasons worth of money in that account.
Yes. And it goes in a trust fund in an account where you can't pull out.
For example, the FA have control over it.
Yes, something like that. Yeah. No, that should be how it is. That should be how it is.
I mean, if you mean serious business, what's 400 million to put in an account? I mean, when you've got 432 billion, what is?
Yeah, exactly. 10, 15 years time, the Premier League will be full of billionaire owners. Probably will become the Super League. I mean, eventually, a Celtic and Rangers are going to come over to the Premier League. Eventually, because the Scottish it's only going to grow further apart in terms of disparity.
I honestly would like to see the likes of Rangers and Celtic and another Scottish team, if they prove to be dominant like they are, have an opportunity to come, even if it means entering at the Championship level, still playing in Europe if they qualified for Europe the season before, but playing in the Championship. I know that's going to be hard for them because Championship's 2 games a week. They'd have to get around that somehow. I don't think should be able to just come straight to the Premier League, because then you'd have to probably make the Premier League 24 teams or something like that. Because if you're going to give them the opportunity, you've got to give teams in the Championship an extra opportunity. For example, bring 2 teams in from Scotland. You've got to bring an extra team in from the Championship that season.
We already have Wales, 3 Welsh teams in the English league system.
Yes, but they enter the English National League, not the Scottish. That's why. They do it from merit, let's be honest. That's why it's rarely you see Swansea or Cardiff. I mean, I thought Swansea were fantastic in the Premier League when they played. They lit up, in a way, the Premier League, the style of football they played under Rodgers. Laudrup. Yeah, I'm not
2011 under Michu, right? Or sorry,
Michu, yeah.
Scoring goals, yeah.
The likes of Joe Allen, Wayne Routledge, Floyd Dyer, was it? They played us off the park. I went to one game, we played them at home and got beat 3-0, 3-1, and we were not on the same level as Swansea that day. We were miles off it. And it wasn't because they had better players. They just played a better style of football. They were coached better. They were more organised. So sometimes you don't need to spend Eddie's proved that you don't need to spend huge amounts of money. If you've got talent in the squad, it's about squeezing that orange and getting the most juice out of it as you can. Getting the most out of that player that you can. Look at Miggy. Yeah. How many people... We sat here a year and a half ago and you said to me who's going to be the top goal scorer last season before the season started. And I said Miggy. Because I just seen the style of play fitting Miggy.
Yeah.
I never, on my wildest dreams, thought he was going to go on a run like he did, scoring the goals he did. But I did expect him to get goals.
Yeah.
I know he didn't get top goal scorer, Wilson did. But up until Christmas, he was with top goal scorer.
Yeah, he was scoring very, very good goals.
In the goal against Leicester, for me, I know Fulham catches the eye, the ball over the top, Bruno. But the goal against Leicester, where he plays a 1-2, takes it past the defender, and then just slots it in.
The speed it was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. I love the Fulham one though, because the Fulham one, it was literally like over him, like not just over in terms of the side, it was behind his freaking back. You have to have eyes in the back. Oh man.
I just like Bernard Leno's reaction when he hit it. It was a bit like David James when Ronaldo hit the free kick. When the first time he did that whack with the laces and it went dunk, top corner, and David James just went, what am I supposed to do? Bernard Leno's reaction was very similar. I was like, well, I didn't expect him to hit that from there. I'm expecting him to cross it or kick it into the stand, He could hit that another 100 times and probably hit the target 3 times.
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Brighton arguably had the best recruit. How do you think Brighton are going to do this year?
I think this season's going to be really important for them. Really, really important for them because they've got to sustain the momentum that they've got, haven't they? And the problem that you've got is when you're a team that's
good from
not expected to be in the position that you're in. Let's be honest. Few people would have predicted Brighton to be in Europe this season. But I think we both said that we fancied them to finish in the top 8. But now that they've got European football, they're going to be a target. Teams are going to not think that that's a gimme game anymore. And I think they'll find certain games that they found easy last season a little bit more difficult. But it's the bravery that they play with, playing out the back. That they're going to get hammerings at times.
Played us. Sorry to cut you off, but Jay and Atlanta, great point. They played us off the park in the away leg.
They did.
We were the only reason we got a point out of that was Nick Pope. That was the only
home game when we beat them 4-1, was it? Yeah. That wasn't a 4-1 scoreline game, really. When you look at it,
it was 2-1 late. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 late goals. And the only reason we got them 2 late goals was because they were being so brave, and the high press, we got them out. And they're a good side. But I think they're going to take a couple of games next season where they're going to get spanked at times.
They've recruited well. For me, the Milner signing. The Milner signing is everything. That's a guy who's been in Europe. That's a guy who will do a job. He's neat and tidy. He's an ultimate professional. I
don't know about you. I didn't actually realize this. I didn't realize Conor Cody had actually gone to Leicester.
I know, that's a great signing for a champion.
That's it. It's a strange one for Conor Cody, though.
Yeah.
You would have thought someone in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Would have taken Conor Cody.
Yeah.
I don't get that one. I don't know about. I'd like to hear what other people think in the comments. Please get me on that one, because I found out. I think Leicester were playing a friendly, or they were mentioned on Sky Sports the other day, and I was like, Conor Cody at Leicester. Where have I been? How do I not know about that? And I'm like, that's a strange one. That I know he didn't have the greatest times at Everton, but they didn't really play his system. He's better in a back 5.
Yeah,
we all know that. I found that one strange.
He'll be one of the best defenders in the championship, you'd think.
He's obviously given up on his England hopes. He's obviously done that, because if you've got any aspirations of being in the England squad again, you don't drop down to the championship voluntarily.
Yeah. No, you're right. Steve, Harry L, what's going on, man? Steve, when you book in your flights, I got to renew my passport. Then I'll get down to the tune. Could
anyone please comment if their link is thingy, because I might have to get in touch with my internet provider, because mine's off again now.
Mine's fine.
Honestly, it's stopping every. I've just paid for the top thing with Sky as well. I'm paying a fortune for it.
That's crap, man.
And I've got 2 broadband boosters in my house to boost the signal, which I pay £10 a month for, and it's still awful.
That's shite. honestly.
Now it's asking us to log in again. Oh, for God's sakes. This is why people buy Fire Sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Not that I have one, obviously.
Yeah. Here's Scott Wright. Are you running off wireless or
We'll
wired?
log back in now.
Here's Isak. Good defending there, to be fair, from Rice.
Oh. Just be kind, player, please. Hey, there we are.
I think Harry also he commented earlier. We are kind of playing a bit more defensive now. Rangers have gotten back into the game, to be fair.
Bit of a shame, though, isn't it? I mean, Gordon cannot hold on to the ball on that left side at the moment.
Yeah. No, but good recovery.
He's just won it back.
Ooh, Haji. Jesus. Hip checked them there.
I tell you who impressed me for England under 21s, Angel Gomez.
Yes. He
down. Rangers in.
Sakala, good first touch, a little bit heavy there. Still
Hit it.
Giannis Haji. Just wide left.
Definitely not his dad, is he?
No, but he is good. Not that good. Who do you think? All right, if you had to pick out of these three, Haji, Valderrama, or Stoichkov? Stoichkov, Valderrama, or Haji?
I think I'll go Stoichkov because I've seen more of him. Yeah. Haji was a decline. I think I remember him playing in the Euros or World Cup maybe around 94. No, yeah, 98 maybe. But Stoichkov, I remember he was a boss. I think when I was.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Good run. Go on.
Isak.
Hold it up.
Isak.
He's doing the Everton run again.
Ooh. Header in. Yes, it's in. That's brilliant.
Go on, son. Do Smiley James, son.
Nice. 2-1.
See how simple football can be sometimes when you're brave. Get to the byline, ball in. That's what ASM should have been doing.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not staying.
What?
He's not even a winger, and he's better at being a winger, an old-fashioned winger in my eyes. Just wait for the ball. In the box and get the ball in the box. I know it's a little bit more old-fashioned, that. Just waiting. Yeah. You know, he wants to go to the byline there, realises he can't, puts the ball in the box. Simple header. I say simple header. It's an unchallenged header, but he's controlled it brilliantly.
Yeah.
Well done, lad. Is that Jamie? I can't tell.
That kid, Bailey Wright.
I thought it was mine. Get me off this channel. I don't even know who's who.
To be fair, that kid Bailey Rice, who he just skinned, he's 16 years old.
I don't care. He just gets to the ball and gets the ball in the box.
Imagine being 16 and having to face
exactly.
That's not fun, man.
It's 6'4" Will be there in front of you. It must be a nightmare.
Good experience though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can see why the West Ham fans were upset about losing Ashby though. I mean, that's not going to be his forte. That's not what we're going to see, I would imagine, in the years to come. We're going to see him bombing down the right-hand side and playing ball.
Good looping header, yeah. Oh, that was Ashby? I thought that was Miley for some reason.
I thought it was Miley, but it's not Ashby. So we're both off the channel because we both didn't have a clue who scored.
That's a good goal. Yeah,
look at it. It stopped again.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Newcastle and say, I want £5.
So much for the testimonial, by the way, and letting them win.
Hang on, there's time yet.
Yeah, there is time, I guess. Yeah.
Shearer didn't score his penalty until later on in his testimonial.
What, didn't we play Celtic?
Yeah.
Sorry, you scored Ashby. Yes, Ashby scored. Yeah. Jay in Atlanta, it's going to be a bloodbath from 2nd down to 9th next year. Villa, Brighton, us, and the other big 6 is going to be brutal. Except for City, of course, they'll probably do the quad. Yeah, they've got at least
like a Super 6 in the box, and you've got the top 2 rankers, then the 6 below that all fighting for 3rd place. I think you have Man City and Liverpool again next season. I really do. And then you've got the likes of Tottenham looked fucking awful against. And I don't think Andres Postecoglou is going to do any good there.
No, it's not. Here's the thing. He doesn't have the center backs to actually play how he wants to play. They'll score goals.
Did you see the goals they conceded in the box?
Oh, yeah. It was awful. But, but look at who they have in defense. Romero is... He for Argentina he's good, but he's just.
You've got to question why is he good for Argentina?
Right.
Is it the coaching? Is it because he's playing with better players?
Ooh, nice move! A good save, Darlow.
I wouldn't have.
Huh?
I wouldn't have. Still frozen.
It was a good run from Scotty Wright, and then it gave it over to not Matondo. Is that John Lee Yefeko? Wow. Interesting. Rangers trying to push for something here. Same as the past 5 seasons. City will start slow. Everybody will write them off at Christmas. Then by February, you're going to go on a 20-odd game winning streak. Yep.
Bang on. Every time the Christmas session finishes, Man City just hit another level.
Yeah, they just
which is amazing considering they always go deep in the Champions League at that period as well.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man.
Games finished. On the kitchen. That's really annoyed me that I've paid that money and then, but so what? Shit happens.
Nice. So yeah,
should have borrowed a fire stick off somebody.
That's funny. Yeah, no. So it finishes 2-1. Newcastle United over Rangers. 87th minute goal from Harrison Ashby. Obviously we what's it called? Everybody made subs. Made 22 odd subs for both teams. Thought we did well. Today, to be honest.
I think it's a good game to have at this point of pre-season. There's going to be lads there that want to win that game for McGregor. His teammates are going to want to win that game for him. Yeah. So yeah, good. And I think it's encouraging the fact that we can take a player like Tonali off and replace him with the likes of Bruno. And we haven't even got Joe Linton in the squad or Willock in the squad. And I think Willock's going to be a big, big asset next season.
Willock, yes.
Willock's going to be an asset next season. Regardless of whether he starts or he comes off the bench, he's going to affect games. I think he's in the right environment. I think he could be in England starter. I really do. I think he's potentially ahead of Mason Mount in 6 months. I really do.
Miles ahead.
I might get some hate for that, but I really don't care. I just think his assists, his transition play, how he can get from the halfway line to the edge of the box in a matter of seconds is game changing.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got pace in front of him. Sorry, mate, my dog's just tapping around like Fred Astaire. I'll just let him out for a pee.
Yeah, you're good. Let's see if there's any comments here. Chelsea, let's see. Romero playing with a better squad. Spurs are dead. Postecoglou will be better than Conte and Jose. They're going to play better football under Postecoglou than Conte and Jose. They will. All
I'm going to say is I think one of the players has been named after the defensive style. Dyer. Just shit. Honestly.
They've got Madison. So that'll definitely add quality. They've needed a playmaker for God knows how long, Spurs.
But if you look at Spurs, is that what they needed?
Yeah.
Do you think? I think
Well,
we
they
needed
need
someone.
they need a defense. They need a defense first and foremost.
I think they need someone like a Joe Linton. They need someone that's gonna. I mean, Højbjerg runs and he's good and he wins balls and that, but he's not a bully like Joe Linton. They need someone like that.
Yeah.
Someone like a Milinkovic-Savic. If he went to Tottenham, he changes Tottenham.
Oh yeah. But he would never go to Tottenham right now.
He's gone to Saudi. That's the sad thing about it, though, isn't it? Tottenham's a better level. Do you know what I mean? But I totally get why these players are doing it, but I don't agree. For me, every parent wants to make sure that if anything ever happened to them, that the kids are looked after. You know, you could get on a plane and go to a football match and never be seen again. His family's looked after. He's got a contract there with millions and millions of pounds. But you've got a contract with millions of pounds at Lazio as well. You know, your family's going to be okay. Do you not want to test yourself at the top level?
Yeah.
What's the point in practicing every day just to play against players that you know you're going to beat? I don't get it, mate. I'm sorry. I find it hard.
I get it. I think it's not just about securing your kids.
Their kids and their kids and their kids. I get that. I get that. But
and you know
it's not going to take away from the fact that they've got to get off the Ross and get a job at some point as well, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at Schwarzenegger. He's just told his son he's not going to financially support him anymore. He's now. I remember my 16th birthday. My dad went, "There's 20 quid. Go and enjoy yourself. But from now on, every pound that passes my hand to your hand, you pay us back. And if I don't get it back, you don't get another penny."
Yeah.
I was 16.
Yeah.
You know, I had a job before I was 16 before I left school because that's the way it was. Not because we were skins.
I got a job at 16 too. Yeah.
Just because that was the way my dad expected it to be. And it teaches you from an early life that you've got to get up in the morning, you've got to do stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I get it, mate. I get it. We all get it, you know, but we're just being sad there now. But yeah. As a pool player, as a snooker player and everything, I never want to go to a place where someone's going to pay me money to play people that I know I can beat. What's the point? I want to play guys that are going to make me a better player.
Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm going to go home and go, right, what do I need to do to make sure I beat him next time?
Yeah.
Hit the practice table and work on it. Because that's why you love the game, isn't it? To improve.
Yeah, definitely. Who do you think was a good candidate for man of the match? In the 45.
Shaw.
Yeah.
I bet he headed out about 8 balls from what I've seen. Bear in mind, can I just add now? I have missed about 16 minutes of that game on and off at times, at least. So there's going to be things that you have seen I haven't seen, but I think Shaw played really well. Definitely not Darlow. I'd say probably Miggy. In the first half, everything was on our right side, wasn't it? Let's be honest. But he's always looking for that 1-2, though. He needs to start doing something different, getting the ball in the box with his left foot sometimes when Trippier's making that run, and rather than stopping and waiting for Trippier to come back, I want to see him not looking for that 1-2 because Rangers cottoned onto it and stopped it. So if Rangers can stop it, the likes of Man United are going to stop it, the likes of Inter Milan are going to stop it. You know, whoever will play in the Champions League will cotton onto it. You will catch them out at times, but But is he going to be our right-sided midfielder? We don't know. I'd be content if he was, but I do think that we're going to go for a right-sided midfielder or someone that can play on either side.
I'd rather get a backup, right back or left back. Oh, Connor, I'll send you the link. Connor just showed up.
Get Connor, get in here.
Yeah, get in here, Connor.
I hope you didn't hear what I was saying before about certain Rangers. He's going to probably come down chinners.
All right, lads. Good win tonight. Still open to see a few more bodies in the door before the season starts. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I agree with you. I think I think that right-hand side definitely was looking really good. But Rangers did in the second half you were talking about, I'm assuming. They found a way to kind of neutralize us. But yeah.
Even the first half, mate, we were having some success on the right side at times. But when we were having prolonged periods of possession on the right side, we're just trying to do the same thing. Get Trippier to get the ball out wide, play one in behind for Miggy, or Tonali was sometimes making a run. He tried to play a ball to Tonali. Trippier would have been a brilliant ball if it come off. But that you can see what they're trying to do. Yeah. I just want to see other players trying it as well, not just Miggy. Get Trippier doing that run and get Miggy to play that ball. If he's that good, he should be able to play an 8-yard ball. Because that's only how far it is. Yeah. So, or put the ball in the box. Let Trippier be the disguise and get the ball in the box. Whip it in with your left foot. If he can shoot from 25 yards and score 6 goals from outside the box or whatever he did, then he should be able to put a half decent ball in an area in the box.
Yeah. Well said.
Do you know what Lee's just sent us, cheeky git?
What?
Belly, don't be upset if someone talks over you. Tony's coming in. It's an inside joke, people. Sorry. But.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. What are you? What was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask you about something.
How many likes have we got?
This is a good question. Let me double check that actually. So we are on. Here, let me reset it now. Looks like we're on 68 likes. 68. No. So get that up 580. I got 28 watching.
We had 100 not before? Come on, lads. Ladies, please hit the like button for the likes of the lads on the channel. I felt so, I came off before and I was like, I said Donny, Lee and Johnny. I should have said the likes of Sam. Carl, I'll put the time in.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, Andy, for joining me on and off. Was a good show. Well, yeah, we'll chat backstage with them. We'll chat backstage.
Just keep it on. So I'll just keep it on. Get the more comments on. I like it when we're going through the comments, mate. It gets everyone involved. Yeah. If it was me, I'd be going right through the comments, mate. I love it when you get through the comments because you get into the conversations that people want you to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Newcastle, do you mind if I respond to that one? I still don't believe we're in the Champions League. I will do when I hear that music. It's at James's next season. That's when it's because I was about 11-year-old the last time it happened.
11?
Well, no, hang on. When was it? 20 years ago. So I was 17, 16.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
23. No, 2003 was the last time we were in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Paul,
so that's what.
Hey,
Connor, are you all right? I'm honest, by the way. You doing okay?
Aye.
Good.
But just see, I have sent a message to you on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. Only reason is Discord. I was on Discord and obviously I lost my password. And I need the link to come back onto it.
Oh, okay.
I get confused with the Discord ring.
Yeah, that's what I was on about. Yeah.
Yes, let me send that to you. Connor, what's going on? Talk to me about the game, Connor, while I help out Lewis.
Yeah. Please, let's get a Rangers perspective.
Yeah, talk to me, Connor.
It's a funny one because obviously the two hats for me. Right? First time it's actually happened since I started.
I think he froze.
Lost you, mate. He's obviously got the same broadband provider as me.
Who?
Connor, because he's broke up.
Yeah, what internet provider?
Sky. I couldn't watch half the game the day. I paid the £8 and it was just stop and start and stop and start and stop and start and stop and start. It was driving us crazy.
That's shite.
I nearly went to someone's Fire Stick. I nearly borrowed a Fire Stick to watch it. Because obviously I don't have one.
Yeah.
Like it was on his goal, you know, online.
Was it?
Yeah.
You're not meant to say that, you fucking shot, man.
But I tell you something really
I
funny.
thought he'd been closed down anyways.
No, it's
Lewis
a
trying
new
to
one.
sabotage. There you go, Connor. Connor's back.
He's back.
Go on, Connor.
It's the VPN on this computer, when it connects to that, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
We're trying to get that to stay off. It's an absolute pain in the ass. No, I think both teams, I mean, Rangers at this moment in time are obviously in transition. They've just brought in quite a lot of players. So they'll be getting bedded in, and that'll be part of the preseason to actually come and do that.
Seema, Lammers.
Yep. Dessers has come in.
Yes, Cyril Dessers from Cremonese. Yeah.
Kieran Dowell.
Dowell.
So there's that. Obviously, this Newcastle the same. I mean, I'd like to have Newcastle to have signed more than one person at this point in time, because we're about just under a month removed from the season starting, and with the trip to America coming up, my thought was get players in the door, a couple in time for that trip, so you can properly have that, team bonding, going, gel together and see how each other work, because there's no better way of doing that than when you're actually away. Exactly. Yeah, you've formed some of the best relationships you'll ever have in the piss up. So who knows? I mean, there's still time for that to happen, but it does seem to be a very slow and steady approach from us. But I think we all know we need some
a slow and steady approach.
Well, slow and steady. Aye. But again,
that's not throwing any mud at Eddie. It was just a.
Yeah, obviously. No, well, he's not the one. I'm sure if it was up to him, he'd want him in quicker as well. And you don't want to get the first game of the season, and you've only just got your players in the door then. I mean, tonight, obviously, Tenari played, tonight, which is good to see. Get him bedded in. I thought he'd done all right. I mean, it's a friendly, so it's always. I think it's hard to judge players properly on friendly matches because they're always different, and
it's an appetizer, not the main course. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, it was like against Gateshead. If that was in an FA Cup game, we probably would have comfortably.
Yeah.
But because it's a friendly, you're trying things out, you're making changes. Yeah. It's just the way it is. But I thought it was a decent occasion. I've got to give an nod to Alan McGregor, because obviously it was.
Yeah, Alan McGregor. Yeah.
And he's honestly, even anybody who's just a football fan, you don't have to be a Rangers fan. If you just go on YouTube or whatever, find he's made throughout his career, particularly in the last couple of seasons at Rangers in Europe. World class.
Oh, in Europe, he's made some unbelievable saves. I'm thinking Braga. I'm thinking against Leipzig. I'm thinking against Dortmund. Unreal.
The Braga save was something else, because that ball was behind him for all intents and purposes. That was somehow he saved it. Even
he's 35 making that save.
Yeah, and
even he was playing for Scotland as well when Gordon was injured, wasn't he, mate?
Aye, he was. And I mean, even last season he made that double penalty save against Napoli, where he saved the first one and then got retaken. Then he saved the second one as well. Just for a bit shits and giggles. Fantastic stuff. And that's what you get. And obviously, listen, the other end, we've got Nick Pope, who, I mean, he's got his highlight reel already for some of the saves he pulled off last season.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that as well, though, Connor? I mean, I'm 37 now, and getting up again after making a save like that, to me, I'd need a week off work.
Oh, that wouldn't be me. I'm the same. I'm sort of pushing towards that, and I tell you, I've been playing football there, and geez,
last time I paid 5 aside, I needed 3 days rest. I couldn't work for 2 days.
Oh,
When I barely run, I walked off of it.
It's a disconnect for me. But the top half of my body sometimes feels fine, but my legs have decided that it's that they are no longer willing to keep on going. But now you get that. So when you see, I mean, to be 40 and be at the level he's been at is,
Yeah.
you don't see that. But you know, the thing about goalkeepers are they are notorious for being late into their careers before they retire. I mean, Brad Friedel. I mean, he was about
Friedel.
David James. I mean, I know it's Calamity James, but
Buffon. Yeah.
Buffon.
Still playing.
Brilliant.
He's still playing, and I think he made his debut in '97 for Parma. Unreal.
Yeah. He's still playing now. He's just been promoted to Serie A, hasn't he?
No, Parma didn't get promoted.
I know we're talking about Newcastle and the Rangers, but I found something earlier on today. Edwin van der Sar has been moved out of Kensington care.
Oh, thank God! Really?
Yeah,
because he's in the hospital. That's good news.
Even though
I think I saw that.
Even though he played for Man United, and Newcastle fans don't like him.
No.
He's one of the best goalkeepers of his generation, as far as I'm concerned.
Ajax, he was terrific. Yeah.
He got me into basically being a goalkeeper, just obviously with his name.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's terrific, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely terrific. That's great that he's out of intensive care.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that Newcastle United also get used to the heat in America.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you feel all right in your aircon room.
Well, bro, I'm going to the games in America.
I know you'd be absolutely sweating your bollocks off.
I mean, I'm already sweating my bollocks off. I live here, man. I deal with it every day.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go because the Ben's just getting up. All right?
That's all right. See you, Andy.
Take care, guys.
See you,
That's all right.
Did you hear the other day, like in Death Valley, how hot it got up to?
Oh, probably like 95, 100 degrees or something.
No, it was. I'm going to do it in Celsius. It was 51 degrees Celsius.
That's crazy. That's fucked up.
That's 120 to 123.8 degrees Fahrenheit. There you go. Right. There you go.
Crazy, isn't it? Reed. Do you guys agree with this? Bruno was poor on the ball tonight. There were kind of some moments where it's a bit shaky.
Yeah, Ben, that's
second game of preseason.
Yeah,
even for Rangers as well. That was their first preseason game as well.
Yeah.
It's just about match sharpness. You can do as much as you like in the training ground, but when you're in an actual game, even a friendly, it's different. It wouldn't be a cause for concern. I just think a couple of games in them, absolutely fine.
What do you think of Tonali?
Oh,
the balls he was playing to Trippier to the right, they were so good.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and the through the through ball he played to Anderson, and then Anderson kicked it out to Almiron for the goal. That was really good too. Caught Rangers out defensively there. So he had some good moments. Got stuck in too. He looks a good player, man. He really does. I'm excited.
And I know this is just like random numbers for the time being. But if Tonali's number 20, what a guess by Adam Pearson.
Yeah.
It's weird because Tonali's younger than me.
Tonali's yeah.
How old is Tonali?
How old are you? 24, 23?
Yeah, I'll be 24 in August. Literally, he's about the same age as me. It's like, you think about it, we know we're going to... You right?
He's sitting in there quiet. I'm sorry. If he kicks off, I'll have to leave. Apologies, people.
That's all right.
I think Harrison Ashby deserves a mention. Of course, he scored the winning goal.
Ashby, yes.
Was it Lewis Miley or Jamie Miley? Because we didn't have a clue on the stream who scored. I thought it was Miley.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was Miley too.
He came in January and he never really played. He didn't get much of a sort of game time. So I think the fact that on top of that and then coming into this is good. And it's good to have younger players like that in reserve that you can produce in games, because we all know next season we're going to play quite a lot, probably more games in a season than we've ever played, unless we got the FA Cup in the first round again, in which case probably not. But with the cup games, you'd imagine that players like Harris and Ashby, that's who who's going to turn to in those kind of games. You know, if we're drawn in the cup away at Exeter City or something like that, then he's going to want those players to come in, step up to the plate, and show what they can do. So I thought he was impressive tonight, and I was glad that he got his goal, because that always helps with confidence as well. You come on and you make one of your first appearances in the squad.
His first semi-competitive game really for, isn't it, really? And he's went and come on and getting a goal. You're bang on, mate. And he took it really well. I mean, I know it's a free header, but he's aimed at the far side of the goal. He's done the goalkeeper, I think, let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely has. And I mean, you know, Jack Butland, you know,
just on my phone twice.
The worst keeper you've ever seen. So, but
it just whets the appetite for me that if we can get a target man as well as Wilson and Isaac, what we could do if Isaac's on the left when he's needed on the left.
Yeah.
Because I love how we can just get to the byline, get the ball in.
I think that's a key for me. I'd have to agree. We need a target man in there. A really decent player, I think, because the fact is when you've only got Isaac and Wilson as well, you don't really have another choice to change it to a different style, purely because Isaac and Wilson, they have similar styles. You know, Isaac's more, you know, fancy footwork, but Wilson's both the pace game, whereas sometimes you need a bully, you know, somebody just knock somebody off the ball and command it as a striker. So I'd like to see us do that. I think we're in need of. My biggest concern for next season is probably going to be how the bench will look, because to me, we need at least 3 or 4 players in the door to make our bench look half serviceable, because then you can
because we want to upgrade on the likes of Manquillo, Lascelles, and
absolutely. And these guys will be, I mean, they'll be in the last year of their contracts. The only reason they haven't left is because of how long the contract Mike actually gave them has been. Lascelles, I'd like to see Lascelles go, just purely because I'd like to see him go to another club, somewhere in the Championship probably.
Because he's good enough to still be make an impact somewhere. Yeah,
he could be a starting player anywhere. You know,
like Lascelles, he could probably play in the teams trying against the Premier League in the bottom.
Maybe Nottingham Forest.
Like Nottingham Forest, like the bottom half of the Premier League, the Premier League. Trying to get teams back into the Premier League, he's probably that.
Like a Norwich or something.
Yes, sorry for budging in, but
Norwich.
That's exactly right. That's the kind of teams you would think. You know, Norwich, West Brom, maybe. You know, teams like that. Or if you're a team, even like a team like Huddersfield, who are looking to try and get back into that spot. He's an experienced guy who can come in and lead a line. He's proven that. Particularly in the Championship for Newcastle, he was one of our outstanding players.
Yeah, Lascelles.
He's got. I think the best thing for him would be get out the door now, go somewhere else, freeze up some cash on our books to bring somebody else. And then you can look at Lewis and Manquillo. Yeah.
I think today did highlight that we need a goalkeeper though. Sorry, Steve.
I was just gonna say about spot on about goalkeeper. I think Karius for me backup goalkeeper, that's fine, but Darlow, he's probably got to go. And Lewis and Manquillo, so probably.
Such a shame for Darlow though, considering he's had such a good season at Hull, and then he's went and made a clanger like that.
Yes, I think Hull is probably his level though, to be honest.
Yeah, but he's impressed at the Championship. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? He's been one of the better goalkeepers in the Championship. And then to then come to pre-season, get trusted 45 minutes, probably get some time in America. I mean, we're not writing him off because he's made a mistake. It's just disappointing to see him do that after he's had the opportunity of getting first-team football. That's what players need and want to develop. And then when he's been given the opportunity in a not a big game, but a game at a bigger level, he's made a mistake. It's. I hope he can come up. I hope he gets an opportunity in the first game. They throw him straight back in, and he has a good game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah. It's about the reaction, isn't it? You just want to see him have a reaction, go and have a good game. Because keepers make mistakes. Even the best keepers in the world make mistakes. I mean, Nick Pope. An absolute clanger against Liverpool, which for all intents and purposes basically cost us that game, because when he got sent off, which he deserved to be because he was just reckless, then that, so it happens to every keeper. But can you bounce back? I think he can, but I just wonder if Nick Pope gets injured and we're getting into a European game.
That's what I'm worried about.
Anyway, Darlow or Karius between the sticks, because Karius has shown himself domestically he's a decent keeper. You can kind of rely on him.
Yeah.
In Europe, though, when the pressure's been on him and he's been under the lights, that's when he's made his bad mistakes. Now, I don't judge him just because he had an absolute rotter with Liverpool, because he's clearly still a decent keeper. I just worry.
And it was years ago, too. They're coming up on 4 years after.
Yeah, but I don't think he's learned from it, Steve. If you look at his nerves when the ball came back to him today, I don't think he's really. I think it's part of his DNA, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think even in the League Cup final against Man United, I think the first goal, was it, when he's beat at his near post
header.
Listen, it's a good strike for Ashley.
Deflection. It was the deflection and.
It's the deflection. Yes, he dived too early for me.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, I think he dived just about too early.
But then again, that's the thing though for a goalkeeper. Deflections, it makes you look silly because it's so your body's going one way and then the ball goes the other. There's nothing you can. But there is a case he went a bit too early. And
it looks as if Dubravka's not going to. I mean, as much as he was in the game today, he wasn't in the squad, was he? No. So you've got to wonder, is he on to pastures new? And I think if you let Dubravka go, you've got to bring another goalkeeper in that's not maybe on the level of Pope, but not a huge drop off. Yeah. So
what about Robert Sanchez at Brighton?
Yeah, too much money. That's the problem. If we're having to cut the cloth here for money, bringing in a goalkeeper for 30-40 million pounds really going to make it difficult to get the players in the outfield positions that you want, because you're having to take a part of your budget to get a good goalkeeper in, because goalkeepers cost money now. They used to be cheap.
Yeah, you've got to look at it from that point of view. I mean, I personally, I think you'd maybe look at, because again, you've got to think of somebody like Sanchez. How happy is he going to be to spend a lot of time on the bench, because he has had quite a lot of game time at Brighton for one reason or another, due to injuries and stuff. I'd maybe look down to Southampton. Could you look at maybe a Fraser Forster as a good backup? He's a Newcastle lad. He's been there before, and he's proven himself with Celtic and Southampton.
Did Fraser Forster? Fraser Forster. Fraser Forster came through the academy anyway.
Yeah,
and I think he played in Europe at some point for it.
He did, yeah. He's got bags of European experience when he was at Celtic. Both terms he was there. He's plenty of European games, so it would be no stranger to that arena, and that's important as well, because although you wouldn't be starting them, you always have to have somebody there just in case an injury happens during the game or before it. And I think him as a candidate, you could get him for pennies. I mean, you're talking maybe 2-3 million tops. Right?
Steve might know who I'm on about. There's a young French goalkeeper played for the French under-21s. Chevalier, is it? Chevalier?
I have to do some research into that. I forget his name.
Chevalier. He's about 19, 20. I can't imagine them wanting silly money for someone like him, but I'd definitely be giving him. If you can get him for less than 20 million, I'd definitely be giving him a go. I agree with you with Fraser Forster. If you're stuck and you can't sign someone for a decent fee, I mean, Fraser Forster's not going to cost you much now, is it? 3, 4, 5 million maybe?
Yeah.
And
Lucas Chevalier, yes.
That's Lucas Chevalier, yeah.
And the benefit is with Fraser Forster, he came through our academy, it helped
homegrown.
It helped in the Champions League for us as well.
Definitely. Look, we're gonna wrap it up here, people. But yeah, thanks for joining. hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up.
How close are we getting to 40K?
I'll double check. 39,854. Now we're at let's load up. 39,856. So we're getting closer.
We need 150 subscribers. Come on, please, people.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Let's do it for the first game against Villa.
Yes, I can't wait. Hey, the next Newcastle game I'll be at, which is amazing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, take care, people. Hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. 2-1 Newcastle. See you guys.